1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Let's get it.
Don't think I can get enough. Sign up for the sound.
We back at it.
Ones that'll build you up, right there to pull you down. I think y'all needed something, some liquor, weed or something. With a crystal ball and psychic, I couldn't see me come. They talking shit when I'm not around.
On my dick when I'm not around.
Trying to stop my clip when I'm not around. Why build it up when I'ma knock it down?
They plotting hard when I'm not around.
Yes,
Popping
sir.
off when I'm not around.
Oh, so hard when I'm not around.
Why build it up when I'ma knock it
Let's
down?
go.
Blocked aside, some wrote me off.
We're back.
Game niggas thought I went soft. Fucking yo, I'm still known as a vet, and your bitch still wet. Cause my wrist is baguettes. I address the haters, underestimators. Broke niggas gotta ask their bitch for paper. I'ma do me, nigga, fuck your favors. Now I make a first class flight to your maker.
Yes,
Break
sir.
the game, Mr. AKA, AKs, AKA, you could die today. AKA, I'm the one that you strive to be. AKA, I'm who your bitch dying to see. Wanna ride with me, wanna live that life.
Gather around, let's get it poppin'.
Wanna be seen with me up in the club. Everywhere I go, real niggas show love. Top of the food chain, my life real. Niggas turn bitch when I cock that steel. Paparazzi better fucking take that picture. You the last breed of the realest nigga. As a matter of fact, better fill my ass. YouTube that so it always lasts. Money never slow, make a city move fast. School of hard knocks, I'm ahead of my class.
They talking shit when I'm not around.
On my dick when I'm not around.
Trying to stop my clip when I'm not around. Why build it up when I'ma knock it down?
They plotting hard when I'm not around.
Quit popping off when I'm not around.
Oh, so hard when I'm not around.
Why build it up when I'ma knock it down? No
Let's get it popping, man. We are back. Where's my beats, man? Where's my beats? Hold on. Let's get it popping, man. We are back, man. We back, man. Let me get the live going over here on my Instagram. Comment gang strong. Let yourself be seen. We back at it Friday on a Friday. It's hot in my room over here. Jeez. How y'all feeling, man? How y'all feeling? I know I'm feeling good. Let's get to the list of topics. B3 on the beat. Let's go. Let's get to the list of topics that we got here because we got a lot of topics to get to. First off, I'm going to address my stalker. All right. I'm going to finally reveal and address my stalker. We're going to get to it. I got a reaction also that we're going to do to the Relentless Diaries interview / episode that I did. Big salute to everybody over there at Relentless Diaries. Also, 6ix9ine versus Top5. We definitely got to address that. What else is on the list over here? Y'all good with the beat here? And big salute to everybody who's popping up on Instagram Live. I forgot to tell y'all all of the platforms that I'm on over here. Hold on, let me turn the beat down a little bit. We are live. We are live on Instagram over here on my phone. We are live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that like button. Let's run this algorithm up. We are also live on Twitch. We are live on X, aka Twitter, and we are live on Kick. Let's get it popping. Continuing on our list of topics that we got on the board here today. Drake office movers. Drake is getting back on his acting job. We definitely got to get into that. I got a little rant. There might be about 5 rants I got into in this live stream today, all right? So you might want to lock in, get your popcorn. You know what I'm saying? But I got a little rant that in regards to some interviews and lack of interviews, again, with OVO. We're going to get into it, though. Ye apologizes. That's something that we definitely have to get into. A rapper has turned DoorDash driver. We definitely got to get into that as well. There's a couple more hip-hop topics that I got on the board here. As far as our civic duties, home invasions, and the amount of time that 911 takes to get to the shits, man. Holy. And also, Doug Ford got strip clubs going on. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely got to get into that. Big salute to everybody who's popping up on Instagram Live. Make sure to tap in. We are live on YouTube. YouTube.com/welovehiphop network. Nigga. Let's go, man. How y'all feeling, man? Let yourself be seen. Comment gang strong. Who's in the building right now? Who's in the building? I seen from earlier, old John Crow in the building, Johnny Blix in the building, Jay Castro in the building, Basky in the building, Marvin Segovia in the building. Who else is out here? Jason LP in the building, Starter Pick in the building, Shiesty is Bud in the building, Jermaine Shirley in the building. Who else? Nice Glass in the building, Young Money in the building. Info, what is this? Internet fam in the building. TT fan page in the building. Juicy Hamburger is out here right now. Who else is out here? Jordan 187. It's 187 on a motherfucking top. A good evening to Tasha _Latina, who's popping up in the chat right now. Two Piece No Biscuit. Fall Leaves. We are out here, man. Comment gang strong. Let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Big salute to B3 on the beat. Should I start rapping again, gang? That was some old shit. You know what I'm saying? Big salute to the homie Puzzle that was on there, aka Chris Green. Yeah, man. That was from back in 2012 off the Born to Win album. I don't rap no more, but I'm retired. But, you know, every once in a while, I like to pull something out of the crates and let the people know that's what I used to do. You feel me? But we got a lot to get to. I want to start off by saluting the sponsors. Let me open up my phone here because one of my, the new sponsor, big salute to Exotic Hot Pot. I got a big old bag of the Exotic Hot Pot right there. You know what I'm saying? But I want to big up Exotic Hot Pot. Exotic Hot Pot, Canada's loudest brand, from high grade strains to authentic grabber. Okay, they got the grabber too. Bong, bong. So one-stop shop. All right. Authentic grabber and all rolling essentials. Exotic Hot Pot is about elevating your smoking sessions in true 5-star fashion. Big salute to them. Hit them up on their Instagram page. That's Exotic Hot Pot. Tell them that the We Love Hip Hop gang sent you over there. Okay. The loud is loud. Trust me. All right. One more ad and then we're going to get to what we got to get to. Let me see here. Let's do Road Ready.
Ready for the road. Road Ready Detailing, now open 7 days a week from 8 to 5 p.m. 750 Oakdale Road, Unit 66, specializing in ceramic coating perpetual with warranty, PPF, tints, wraps, vinyl wraps, and hand car washes. Remember, we clean anything on wheels. Road ready, ready for the road.
All right. Okay, so what do I get to first? And you know, let me know how y'all feeling. I know there's like a snow warning, a weather warning on the way, so look out for that. Everybody be safe this weekend when you're out there. But what I wanted to do is start by addressing my stalker. Let's do that. You know what? Actually, before I do that, let's start off. Let me start off chill. I don't want to start off with a rant. Let me just start off chill. Okay, let's go back to the YouTube here. Let's open up the YouTubes and see what I'm going. All right. I got a whole other YouTube channel, the Friday Ricky Dread YouTube channel, but it's not about that right now. I got a documentary that is dropping tomorrow on Saturday about the first Canadian rap song. All right. The first Canadian rap song and the first person to ever use OVO. Let me see if I could find my docs, my member section. Okay, here we go. For a lot of people outside of, I'll play y'all a little bit of Canada, even Canadians, their first entry into Canadian hip-hop was Maestro Fresh West, Cardinal Official, and for the younger ones, Drake. Even though America, specifically NYC, is the birthplace of hip-hop, Canada has always been a major contributor. America being our big brother just south of the border with 10 times the population of Canada, it's always been mandatory that Canadian rappers get love in the US to maximize success. But what if I was to tell you that the first Canadian rap song wasn't actually made by a Canadian? And what if the first rapper to put out a rap in Canada actually created OVO? Today we're going to examine the first rap song to come out of Canada and the man behind creating it to make Canadian history. What makes the story even more ironic is that the first Canadian rap song was actually a diss track. This has not dropped yet. I'm going to go to, we can go to the OVO parts if you want.
Elect with the same fire that sparked Ladies' Delight. At this point, hip-hop in Canada is not exclusive to a handful of rappers. Hell, the biggest rapper in the world is from Toronto. Drake is known worldwide, and so is his OVO brand. But was Drake, 40, and Oliver the first OVO in Canada? It is said that in the 90s, Mr. Q started his own OVO, which stood for Our Very Own.
Yeah, like he was the first, he did it first.
Yeah. I don't know if you know any of this, but I kind of want to talk about this too before we end it. The OVO thing, that was something he started I remember because I would just go everywhere with him all the time to all these studios and all these places, and I remember that logo and that name and that brand, Our Very Own, was his.
That's right.
That was his label and his thing, and he was proud of it, and he was starting it up, and OVO was the pseudonym for it. Am I correct?
Right. That's absolutely right. And that was it, Our Very Own. It was like family. You know, he was always trying to do things that he could include or leave to family, and it was ours. It was our family. It was our very own.
Mm-hmm. Yes, our very.
So let me stop right there for a second. That was Mr. Q's wife. Big salute to Mr. Q's wife. And R.I.P. to Mr. Q. Also, big salute to Nice Glass who popped up in the chat right here. Nice Glass in the chat. It says R.I.P. Mr. Q for yeah, man. That's the first rapper to come out of Canada. All right. Song dropped in what 1979. It's a long time ago, fam. This is before Michie Me. This is before Maestro. Two Piece No Biscuit says Drake's not gonna be happy about this. Listen, man, I'm not here just to cater to what Drake, how Drake feels. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to spit the truth to the young black youth. But this picture, this guy on the screen right here, big salute to Max Millen. All right, he is the son of Mr. Q. So what I did with this documentary piece right here is not only did I do some research, and big salute to AGB to Don. He actually also helped me with the co-writing of this documentary. So we both did some research, and you know, I put the whole documentary together as far as his research and mine, and did some narration. But instead of just doing a full narrated documentary, I interviewed the son of Mr. Q and cut pieces of that interview in. All right. As well as DJ Ron Nelson, because DJ Ron Nelson was the first person to actually play the record. So during this documentary that we're going to be dropping tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it's going to be a combination of narration and exclusive interviews from people that were there, okay, or people who are directly connected.
Own records. So, like I said, my dad moved around to a lot of different studios. And like he used to bring it. My dad would just drag me to all these different studios all the time. So there's one guy, I think it was called Silver Birch, if I'm not mistaken. It was on like Lakeshore. And so my dad believes that Drake had been in and out of that studio too. But at that time, this might have been 2090, anywhere between 98 and 2000.
Okay.
He would be in and out of there, and he had a record label called Our Very Own. So my dad was coming into like owning all of his masters at that time, and he had switched to gospel music. So he just wanted to kind of have a label.
Smash that like button. Let's go, man.
Under.
I got the content.
And Our Very Own was like his thing was he wanted to have a legacy and kind of leave, hoping to start collecting royalties and leave some shit to his family. So the whole Our Very Own.
That beat is fire right there too. Salute to YouTube. I got that beat off of YouTube. Or no, this is this might be a B3 beat. Big salute to B3.
Own thing was like the family's, you know, income, and any money that my dad made off music, he wanted it to just go into this pot for the family. So that's where Our Very Own came from.
All right. Okay. Let me stop. Check that out tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time. Okay. We go through the first Canadian rap song. We go through the origins of where Mr. Q came from. And, you know, got some commentary from Ron Nelson.
Very popular area for back then, especially for West Indians, you know, a lot of activity, a lot of black people, kind of like they were one of the few record stores actually that you could find. So I used to shop at that store, and Junior was a crafty guy, one of the sons. He had this vision of making music, and he was very interested in reggae, but he was also a talent scout.
George would pop up a. All right, so this is a historical piece. Ain't no drama. Ain't nobody got shot, killed, anything in this documentary. So if that's what you're looking for, I'm sorry. I'll get back to that in the next one. You know, murder, kill. We'll get to that in the next documentary that I do. But for now, we need to get to some hip-hop history, okay? We ain't only here for the fuckery. We're here for hip-hop history, all right? It's called We Love Hip-Hop, not We Love Fuckery, even though I love fuckery. But speaking of, I got to address my stalker, Okay, now that we are now it's nice and settled in. Okay, keep on sharing this video. Let's get this running up to at least 100 people to start, and let's get 100 likes to start this video. I want to address my stalker. So I addressed her. Yes, it's a her. Maybe about 2-3 weeks ago, 2-3 lives ago. I said that if you guys see anybody in the comment sections in any place, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, anywhere like that, to not even just ignore the bitch. Okay, sorry, I don't even want to call her a bitch. Let me just chill. Just ignore the lady, because you're gonna start seeing wild, defamatory things in comment sections from a person over and over again. Okay, and just so you'll know, just so you guys can keep an eye out to see who that person is. Her name is Brianna. All right, not the same Brianna as from that murder case that happened the other day. She's in jail. This Brianna's on road. Okay, and she might be watching right now, like, oh my God, how you call out my name, bro? Don't you know who I am? I don't care who the fuck you are, shorty. So here how it started. I did a reaction to a Chatland magazine interview that featured Young Lava's baby mother. And this is why I'm trying to be very respectful, because I got no issues with Young Lava. Salute to Young Lava. Hold your head. He's doing his time. He probably doesn't need any of this drama. Okay. And I don't beef with rappers' baby mamas. I talk to rappers. I interview rappers. I don't care about their baby mamas. It's none of my business. I'm not in there. I'm here for your raps. So for me to be beefing with a rapper's baby mama, I feel like I'm in the goddamn Twilight Zone, to be honest. All right. So I did the reaction. A lot of y'all watched the reaction with me that are in the chat over here. It was in Chatland magazine. I originally found this on the Torontology Reddit. They had resurfaced, and I'll reiterate, they had resurfaced this article that this young lady did with Chatland magazine. And they said, yo, Young Lava's baby mama sat down with a magazine and talks about the incident. So I said, hey, that's pretty interesting. I'll bring it to the live stream over here, and brought it to the live stream, brought it up on the screen. Okay, there was an article. There was some pictures with her and her kids. I got Snoop Dogg to read out the article, because y'all know me. I read like shit. You know what I'm saying? So cool. We did the live was done, chopped it into a segment, uploaded it to the channel, went about my business. It probably did about 3,700 views in total of the segment that I reposted. Okay, nothing crazy. I start getting DMs. Don't you know who I am? How dare you say I'm not taking accountability? Oh my God, y'all teach you who to be talking on people like me. This is Bree, okay? It has nothing. She ain't saying shit about the kids. It's just me. How could you say this about me? I'm a big woman now. I live here. I got this. I got that. I don't give a fuck, shorty. I don't care what you have. Okay? But that's what was the angle. Next thing you know, because I ain't taking on the video just because you don't want to take accountability. I ain't taking it down. And the way that you came at me, I'm definitely not taking it down. If you come at me with goof, old man, pussy, all of these things here, guess what? And this is for men too, not just women, because most of the time I'm beefing with guys. All right? So don't even get that twisted. Because I know people will be like, oh, were you beefing with a woman? What do you want, some academic shit? Like, listen, 95% of the time, niggas is the ones who I got beef with. And gangster ass niggas too. Okay? So, cool. She switches the narrative from, oh, how could you put me on your live stream or whatever on your YouTube channel, to how could you put my kids on the YouTube channel? I said, how did I put your kids on the YouTube channel? Shorty, I'm not the one who sat with Chatland magazine, did a 3-hour, probably 5-hour interview, whatever amount of time it takes to get 3 pages of interviews going on. I'm not the one who sat with them and then take a photo shoot, or maybe they did the photo shoot before the interview, okay? But did a whole photo shoot, you and your kids, and put it on a publication that's 10 times bigger than We Love Hip Hop. Because you got to remember, if you guys don't know, Chatelaine Magazine has been around from the time I've been a kid. So it's okay to sit with these people and do the interview with them, but as soon as it gets up on the Reddit, and then as soon as it gets up on We Love Hip Hop, oh, I can't believe you have my kids up on your platform. But shorty, you're the one who put your kids up on the platform. All I did is react to the article that you did, that you answered the questions to. So all that PDF shit and all that other bullshit, go on with that, because that's bullshit. That's you not taking accountability for doing an interview with a big-ass publication, and then 2 years later, because let me reiterate, this shit is from 2023. So the Reddit found it in 2025. So for 2 years, you had a publication, a huge publication with pictures of your kids up on it. 2 years. But now when Friday Ricky Dread jumps up on the We Love Hip Hop Network and does a reaction to it, now you got a problem. Ah. Am I tripping, gang? Is that some kind of hypocritical, backward type of thinking? Because you ain't had no problem with the article being up for the last 2 years. And then guess what she did? Because we're going to air it out today. All right? And any of the mans from the Rex who know her, respect to y'all. All right? And respect to Shorty. I don't have no problem with her any other way. Like, listen, this is just content, my content that you're trying to fuck with. All right? And my platform. You send emails to YouTube. Take this down. This is defamation of character. Oh, he's exposing things that he's not supposed to. What I do, I appeal the shit. I say, no, I didn't. This is public information. Sent them the links to the Chatelaine Magazine article. Guess what YouTube said? Proceed. My bad, as you were. And this is 2 times because she tried to file 2 freaking defamation things. So cool. I ain't taking the shit down. Shit's still up. Then we get to where I told weeks ago, where I'm getting all of these wild like messages, people calling me. I'm seeing her in my Facebook Messenger sending paragraphs. Part of the paragraphs is, oh, I'm going to get everything taken away from you. Oh, I'm going to get my lawyers on you. And then the other part of the paragraphs is, oh, don't you know who I am? Don't you know that we can get you done? Don't you know that this, that, you know, oh, I got certain mans. So you got to pick which, bitch. You a gangster or you somebody who's going to use your lawyer? So then, boom, she goes and full circle hits up Chatelaine Magazine, tells Chatelaine Magazine 2 years later, yo, can you remove the picture of my kids? 2 years later, can you remove the picture of, let me show y'all something. Just so y'all know I ain't talking shit. I told you there's going to be a few rants today. Because I just can't deal with hypocrisy. Hold on 1 second, gang. My computer. My bad, gang. Holy. Friday on phone bell. Stop this. Stop this. She done jumped up in my internet, bro. She trying to hack a nigga and shit, bro. Okay. So where was I? We good now. We good now. Where was I? I said she went to Chatelaine Magazine 2 years later and said, yo, you know, I don't even know. I'm just assuming this is how she went. She's like, yo, can you take down the picture of my kids? Okay. I don't know the conversation she had with them, but I'm gonna show y'all. Let's get to it, man. About Dundas and Sherburne internet. Yeah, right. It's my friggin', I think I got just too much what do you call it? It's open. Too many windows open, gang. Too many windows open. I don't know what the fuck is going on today. Holy. Okay, here we go. So, boom. All right, y'all with me? This is the Chatland Magazine article. This is what, at the top of the article, originally, it was her and her children. And then somewhere along the interviews, there's like another picture that had her and the kids. So she, mission accomplished, was able to go and get the pictures of her kids taken down. Good for you, shorty. I'm not here trying to put your kids up on screen and expose your kids. Like, bro, I don't even care about you like that, fam. Like, I care about young Lava more than I care about you. So the only reason that you went to Chatland Magazine, all right, and let's get this clear, gang. Let's get this clear in our minds. The only reason that she went to Chatland Magazine is, and 2 years later, is because it got up on the We Love Hip Hop network. You went back, turned the block or circled the block 2 years later and said, can you take these pictures of my kids down off of your website, which I originally agreed to? They're probably like, well, sure, I don't know, whatever, right? Because they don't know why. But it's because it went and got up on a black hood nigga or whatever's network. That's my thinking. Because it was okay for the last 2 years. It was okay when it went up on Reddit, but it wasn't okay once it got up on the We Love Hip Hop network. Ah, I see. Now it's, oh, you're exposing my kids and you're doing this and da-da-da-da-da. To who? I'm sure more people watch Chatland Magazine than they do We Love Hip Hop. But different people. Okay? The man them watch this. People from hood to hood watch this. So I'm gonna just keep it cool. All right. Just letting you guys know, if you see anybody trying to harass anybody in these comment sections here, know that that person is coming from a whole different angle that they shouldn't be coming from. All right. I've said everything that's happened in this issue right here. You guys can revert back to this live stream because I'm not going to do a segment out of it because she ain't a rapper. She DM'd me maybe 4 or 5 years ago trying to get up on the show when she was a rapper. But we ain't going to talk about that. And we'll just leave it there. Two Piece No Biscuit says, why would he even interview her for? Because the case was, I guess, to a degree, a high-profile case. You know what I'm saying? It's an interesting story to hear from the family members and how that affects people around the person who's dealing with the crime. So it was an interesting story, and that's why I covered it. Say that thing. Grow up, shorty. Take accountability. Anywho, let's move on. Let's move on. I went over to the Relentless Diaries podcast the other day. Big salute to Zoe. Big salute to man like Mucho TV. Big salute to Clyde. Big salute to Treasure. That was a dope interview, okay? Or dope interview and episode, all right? A few different things happened. We're going to have to go piece by piece when it comes to this Relentless Diaries interview because I'm putting out fires. It's like Toronto's like dealing like with whack-a-mole when it comes to people who got issues, the haters. It's like you put one hater to rest and then another one just pops up. It's like they're always popping up. You could say one thing and next thing you know, somebody's panties get in a bunch. Oh my God. So we did the podcast wars and that was fun. Okay. It wasn't no beef or anything like that. And I guess the result of that is they invited me over to do an episode. And big salute to the crew. Big salute to Dusty Wallace, DJ Czar, DJ Natural Wave. I had an episode with these guys the other day, minus DJ Czar. DJ Czar will be back for this week, right? But the last week's episode that we did on Thursday, I mentioned it briefly. So I want to go through it a little bit more in depth so that we can get into the Wagwans of the Wagwans. So let's react. Oh. All right, let's pull it up here. My bad. Let us react. And go subscribe to the Relentless Diaries channel also. They got a dope weekly podcast they drop every Wednesday.
My bad.
Damn.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Trey behind the camera. Listen, we got some new news for y'all. We have a clip page now, and I want y'all to go check it out. We upload more stuff, more content, and more shorter segments. So if you want to see a specific thing from a specific episode, it's all right there. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. We out.
I was about to bump tracks. Yeah, come on.
Get us claimed.
Thank you. I was about to bump some Friday Ricky Dread.
Spare the audience.
Bump some Friday Ricky Dread. Well, this is
You're about to bump some Freddy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What a collab.
Halloween's done.
Yeah, this is gonna be a long episode, guys. So buckle up. We have. Are we considered ops? Are we ops?
I have no ops, man.
For
1 week, we were considered.
Not with me. I love everybody.
No.
I love everybody.
Shout out to everybody. Yeah, we went from like podcast award to me ending up on weird African like blogs, and then another podcast war round 2. Oh yeah. Then another podcast war round 3, and now like you're on our show.
I made that graphic, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
She said it's well done.
Before we get into this, everyone, welcome to episode 42. Are we 40?
The first one, I felt like I knew what I wanted to say.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Damn.
You got Sean Bradley next week.
Okay.
Yeah, but we have Friday here, and it's funny because we've had like this underlying real/fake podcast beef for a little bit.
Pod Wars.
Which that graphic was hilarious, and I spoke about it last 2 episodes ago.
And salute to them. They got a nice little studio over there that I went to. I'm not gonna dox them, but it's downtown. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool. It's a cool spot.
Yeah. Well, so why was I the face of the podcast war?
Well, listen, you were not. It wasn't intentional because I was trying to make the graphic where everybody was in the graphic, but then for some reason, like it just kept on like popping up where only your face popped up, right? But I was trying to be inclusive with everybody. You know what I'm saying? But you know, having a good time.
Yeah, it was a great time.
Wave would say you're good clickbait. So you know,
oh really?
That's
is that what it is? Good clickbait, huh? I'm a good rage bait. I do fall for the rage bait.
And you know what? There's not a lot of women podcasters in the city who are representing. So you know what I'm saying? Like your face will also get the clicks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what I'm getting at.
Clean it up. Clean up on all fire.
Clean it up. But yeah, I mean, I just think it's hilarious. We've had some. I've never had words with you. I can't say the same about some of your co-hosts.
Okay, so can we get to the root? How did the beef?
See how right there? Where are we? 3 minutes in? We ain't trying to dance around and get into all this. Let's get to the shits.
Or not beef. I won't call it beef. How did the issue start with y'all and Natural?
Little pods.
The issue started, and like I said, one thing about me is sometimes I can be quick to anger if I have time. You know, if someone says the right word that I don't like, yeah, I'll respond. I'll give you the energy. I don't care. And it's funny because I had said people sent it to me to like what's it called? Fluff it up, but really just Mucho sent it to me. Like I had said people, but it was really just Mucho.
Low-key, I don't think Zoe would have saw it if I didn't send
100%.
it.
Like, with all due respect, I wouldn't have seen it if Mucho didn't send it. So Mucho had sent it to me, and I read it, and I was just like, yo, who is this nigga? Respectfully. Like, I was like, who who's this guy? And then I thought he was like, oh, I remember when I used to reach out to all these little pods, Relentless Diaries, Extra Gravy, and now I'm on the #1 black podcast in Toronto. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, yo, who is this guy? And then I was like, okay, let me just see. I'm like, yo, when did he be? I'll do my due diligence. I looked through our emails, didn't find nothing. Then I went through my DMs, didn't find. I went to my hidden, and that's where I found that he had reached out. But I was like, it was in my hidden.
Yeah, you guys didn't even follow each other.
We didn't follow each other, so I didn't even get it. So I was like, all right, man, if you're going to hold this against me, like, come on. Like, you're acting like I dissed you. You know what I mean? And it wasn't like that. And if he would have reached out.
Okay, I ain't going to say nothing.
And been like, yo, did you get it? Or even sent an email, I would have seen it.
Yeah, but y'all don't know Natural? You know Natural.
I'm not trying to be rude. I don't know him.
Okay.
Now I do.
Yeah, sure, you know Natural.
I feel like we've probably crossed paths, but like I've said on this pod, my brain is at 100% capacity for people that like I don't have a personal connection with. So if I don't remember people, it's not like a personal thing. I literally just meet so many people that I don't remember certain people.
You don't know Natural. It's okay.
Yeah. So
I gotta kind of call cap on that still, even though still in hindsight, I feel like they definitely, yes, old John Crow 416 Trackstar Music, they definitely know, man. Natural's outside, bro.
At that point, yeah, with all honesty, I didn't know him. So when I saw this, I'm like, bro, what the hell? What is this?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then, we had a little bit of a back and forth. I let it slide. Then I ended up on like I said, I have energy sometimes. So I had made a story. Then I ended up on some random blog. I was like, what the hell's going on? So that's how it picked
that's
up.
the African blog.
Yeah. I ended up on some African blog, my story of me saying like, bro, like, what's the problem? Like, I don't really know you, da-da-da-da. And I was just being honest. Like, I actually didn't know who he was at the time. It wasn't even trying to be rude. Like, I actually did not know you. So why are you coming for me? I didn't see the message at all. It was in my hidden. But I didn't bother explaining all that. But that's what happened. And then, yeah, it was like.
No, I do know him. I'm looking at his face.
I'm saying.
This is what I'm saying.
Man's are outside. He's a DJ. You know what I'm saying? He does a lot of parties.
Yeah.
But I will admit, I did help to like fluff it up a little bit.
You
know what I'm saying? Like I do my live streams. I do stir the pot. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like I did my live stream. I said, yo, what's going on? Oh, there's a podcast war going on here. You know what I'm saying? Because the way I look at it, if it's really beef, I wouldn't even like entertain talking to anybody. You know what I'm saying? As somebody who's like an ex-street guy. You know what I'm saying? When I have real beef, I don't want to be around people because
100%.
I might get hurt.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So for this to even happen, it's because there was never any real beef. It's just like, I love just seeing conversation happen in the scene. I love to see online banter. You know what I'm saying? And maybe if we, shake it up a bit and the pods like act like, oh my God, oh, you guys got a problem with these guys. Like people have come up to us in the street like, yo, what's going on with the pod wars? So it's like, I feel like it's working.
For real. Yeah, you're here right now, right?
Yeah. And why did it take so long, man?
So this question I asked here, I asked it for a reason. Because I know I showed up there post pod wars. I showed up there post pod wars. But the reason I'm asking is not because of the pod wars. Okay, so let's get to the answer and then let's get to how I feel about it.
Because of the pod wars, I'm not gonna lie. I won't lie. It was definitely when I realized there was a connection, and then I heard some comments that were made. I was like, "Is he up or not? Whose side is?"
So the reason I'm asking that question is because once upon a time, I think probably a year after they started their podcast, and if I'm not mistaken, they started their podcast about 4 years ago. About a year after they started their podcast, I love to see, the visuals that they had at the time. It was already looking good, 4 young people doing a pod. I reached out. I said, yo, when you gonna have me on the pod? And I rarely do that. I actually get more invites than anything. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything like that, but I get invited more than saying, yo, I want to be on your pod. So I hit them up and I said, you want to be on the pod? And they said, yeah, we'll get you on soon. Never heard from them since. So when I get the whole thing about they don't know us and stuff like that, like I reached out when you guys first started the pod and y'all responded to the DMs. Whoever was handles the Relentless Diaries Instagram page. At that time, I did reach out. I'm just checking right now. Hold on. Okay. 2023. All right. Young Shawarma in the building said temporary ceasefire. Let me show y'all something. Bam. Hold on. I'm gonna let y'all in. It goes down in the DMs. What that say? 2023. Y'all can see that? 2023. I said, bless. We got to lock in for a collab soon. Maybe we can kill two birds with one stone and film in the same day. Oh, I should have had my sound effects prepared. I failed, y'all. I'm sorry. Awkward. Let's continue.
And you thought he was Michie in general in the past too. Let's keep it real.
I thought you were Michie. There was one when you brought it up on the podcast. Was it the first time? I was like, okay, like, are they trying to rile me up, or is this like content? You guys like, no, it's just content, so you don't get love. Is it content though? Is it? But that's why. I won't lie.
Michie, in regards to
flag on the play, that's cap.
The quote unquote pod war that was going on.
I didn't think you were Michie.
Because I get
before.
Michie on like in many occasions on a regular
Well, I
basis.
did see you ask.
So do I gotta reiterate that's why that's cap? Oh, I didn't want to have you on the show because I didn't know if it was if you were an op or if it was Pod Wars or nah. Because I hit y'all back up in 2023. 2023 was a great year, eh? Chatland magazine articles. I'm DMing podcasts to get up on the show. Wow, man. It was the best of times and the worst of times.
The girl, she was a telly thing.
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah, that's the funniest.
Yes.
So it's hosted by da-da-da-da. Looked at Instagram, didn't see it. And then I think I looked.
Okay, let me rewind this here. I'm a POS.
That's my Instagram handle. So I never, people think my name's Shania all the time. I'm never mad at that. Shania is my middle name.
Yeah.
So I'm never mad people think my name's Shania because my at is Zed Shania.
Okay.
So I'm not mad at that.
Okay.
But when
journalism.
Yeah, when I had looked, there's two co-hosts that I didn't know at the time. When I looked on the We Love Hip Hop page, you guys don't have your co-hosts in your bio.
Oh, we don't.
No. So when I looked at your page, I did my due diligence. I couldn't find it. So I said, okay, I don't know who they are. I couldn't find their names. And they're like,
due diligence? Why you guys make me do this, man? And I know we're just podding and we just talking and that's cool. Okay.
We love hip hop.
But if you go into the description of any, and I just picked a random YouTube video. Friday, Dusty Wallace, DJ Czar. I added DJ Natural Wave and producer B3. Just saying.
I'm mad at that.
Okay.
But when
journalism.
Yeah, when I had looked, there's two co-hosts that I didn't know at the time. When I looked on the We Love Hip Hop page, you guys don't have your co-hosts in your bio.
Oh, we don't.
No. So when I looked at your page, I did my due diligence. I couldn't find it. So I said, okay, I don't know who they are. I couldn't find their names. And they're like, oh, you're calling yourself a journalist? She called herself a journalist? You couldn't find her names? I looked and I couldn't find it.
Is this based off of Instagram?
Well, yeah, I looked on, so I went to the profile. I'm like, okay, I don't see any apps because all of our apps are in our Instagram bio.
Yes.
So it's hosted by da-da-da-da. Looked at Instagram, didn't see it. And then I think I looked. Did I look on YouTube?
Because if you look on YouTube and you go in the description, all of our
Maybe I didn't even look that deep, to be honest. By that time, I'm like, I was probably just fed up, like, yeah.
Just respectfully,
yeah,
that's journalism.
But am I a journalist though?
No. And neither am I.
Right.
But when it comes to doing some research, like I be doing a lot of research.
No, you're
Off pod, you were talking about how you be getting some of this information. Like that is journalism too. That's journalism work that you do.
Yes, but I never want to be called a journalism. I don't think.
Okay, so let's fast forward a bit. Incoming rant, okay? Not about them, because this is a great experience. I'm just playing, I gotta just throw flags where I gotta throw them, but I be playing, right? But incoming rant, not about them.
Kind of spoke off air about, how you've been through a lot of co-hosts and this and that. So how did it start to where you
always working together, like, we're always on the phone together, like we're doing a lot of street
this was a very good part of the interview or the episode as well, because big salute to Mucho over here. He did a lot of research. He hit me with a curveball. Let me show y'all the story. Let's do a story time.
Because
where are you getting this info?
Because you're Friday Ricky Dread, and you used to be called that because you had dreads.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Starts right here.
Managed artists for a long space of time, right? Big salute to a group named Empire. That was like my biggest group that I managed, right? One of the people that came out of that group is a producer by the name of OVO 40.
There you go.
Word.
I did say journalism.
You knew 40 way before. Maybe before 40 knew Drake.
This is like 2001.
100% before 40 knew Drake.
Facts.
I don't know. I don't know how far back they go. I don't know.
I don't think back to 2000.
2008 is when Drake. 2007, 2008 is around the time.
So you used to manage your group that OVO 40 was a part of.
Yes.
And he was the producer for that group.
Yes.
Called Empire.
Yeah.
And now OVO 40.
He posts about Empire. Every once in a while, he'll do like an Empire post. He'll post the first album he ever worked on, and it's like a picture of him at the table with at the end of the table with like the whole Empire crew. It's like really grainy, like King Co's type shit when King Co's was a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was like my dream for a while. But 2016, like I'm going to fast forward a bit, like 2016, I'm already heavy on social media. I'm already doing vlogs on YouTube, doing different things to try to still blow up the rap career. And I'm tweeting all the time. And somebody responded to a tweet and said, you should start a podcast.
But can we still rewind a little bit though?
Talk to me.
Because you're missing 10 years there where a lot happened.
Okay.
And I don't know if you don't want to talk.
A quick fast. Yo, Ramondo, are you the same Ramondo that does the beats, right? Let me know in the comments. You the same Ramondo who does the beats? Because I got some fire beats from you back in the days when I used to be on my rapidy rap shit. You know what I'm saying? If that's you, salute to you. Salute to you same way. But if that's to you, bro, salute to you and those beats, man.
Talk about it.
I talk about everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So around late 2000s, you cut your dreads off and go on the run.
Oh, that was actually early 2000s.
I don't want to talk about that.
Where are you getting this info?
Because you're Friday Ricky Dread, and you used to be called that because you had dreads.
Yes.
Oh, that's where the dread comes from.
Yes.
Okay.
I actually never even told this on the podcast. So for them to found this, like they found it through the blogs that I used to write.
And we skipped Real Toronto.
Yeah, I was about to say those 2000s were like where
we're gonna get to the plug.
Yeah, so Real Toronto was after that.
Okay.
Yeah. So 2001, 2002, one of my homies got raided. Okay, and him and I we're like always working together. Like, we're always on the phone together. Like we're doing a lot of street shit together. So if he's being tapped, I'm thinking I'm being tapped. So when they busted his crib, I automatically went on the run.
Right.
Like I stopped staying at my house or my apartment. I was living at like Wellesley and Young at the time, or Wellesley and Jarvis.
Okay.
Left the apartment, told my girl like, yo, I can't come back for a while.
Okay, no
started
worries,
living in
salute.
hotels, cut my dreads off. I was on some
Paranoia
shit. Yeah.
Because that's
And
how
then she left
everybody
me.
knew you.
I would have done the same. Right.
Yeah, she left me, and then I just got my own apartment and then just kept it moving.
That's when you moved to Parkdale?
No, I moved to Parkdale when I first moved to Toronto. So I moved here in 1997.
Oh, wow.
And the first place I moved to was Parkdale. And I stayed there for like let's say the first 6 years before I moved around anywhere else.
I think it's scary to be a woman in that situation.
What, dealing with a drug dealer?
Yeah, like gotta go.
So we're gonna get to a part here and now, and big salute to Relentless Diaries. Go check out this episode, full 3-hour episode. Only the first hour is like an interview segment, so they didn't interview me for 3 hours. We talked about topics and stuff like that, just like how we do over here at the We Love Hip Hop podcast.
Rappers, Jada Kiss and Mobb Deep and all these different people, and showing the real side. You know what I mean?
Okay, so here we go. Let's get to the real Toronto part here, because, like I said, this shit is like whack-a-mole, bro. All right? It's like as soon as you get rid of one person who's mad at something that Friday Ricky Dread said, then boop, somebody else pops up, and it's like, and then you're like, okay? This has been the whole 2025. Stop. No. You're sensitive. No, not my fault. You're sensitive. Oh, that one was my fault. My bad. It's like, holy shit, man. You can't say nothing about nobody in this freaking city.
We never seen that.
Okay, so let's get to the part here. Because they asked me about the real Toronto. And the funny thing is, I get asked about the real Toronto almost everywhere I've gone over the years, because of the fact that when people see this YouTube video now at this point, they see the first segment, my big head from the side of my head, yo, what's up, son? I'm in Parkdale, right? When I used to like fake the American accent.
I would have done the same. Right.
Yeah, she left me, and then I just got my own apartment. And
I've heard of it. I just never see.
Okay, right here.
Like, everything comes back on you too.
Yeah.
You know what
Oh
I'm
my
saying?
goodness.
So have you guys all seen like the Real Toronto DVD before?
I have not.
Yeah.
You have?
You spoke about this a
Oh
lot.
yeah. So like that's a classic piece of Toronto lore. Like, everybody has seen that who was like on YouTube earlier, whatever, or who had the DVDs before that.
Yes.
So were you like instrumental in creating that? Was that all you? Because I know you're one of the biggest voices on it. So
It was one of the first times I seen like Toronto slang and culture like really put in like a video.
Never heard of Real Toronto.
I've heard of it. I just never seen
Oh,
that.
never
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
it. Okay.
So the first question he asked is, were you behind creating that? My first answer before I could even start getting my story out is no. I am not behind creating it. Okay. I am not the PR team for the Real Toronto DVD. Okay. I just get asked about it a lot because I'm the first segment on the damn DVD. And I feel like every time I get asked about it, I say the same thing. It wasn't me who created it. It was a gentleman by the name of the Mad Russian. Okay. And I tell the story, the same way every single time. Okay. And I'll tell it to you now so that when you hear it again, when I reiterate it in this clip, you'll know this is how I tell it every single time. The Mad Russian reached out via MSN. I found out through our conversations on MSN back in the days that this gentleman was really into hip hop. I used the word super rap fan. Okay. I said he was a huge Toronto hip hop fan and still is. Okay. And he loved hip hop, period, just like I do. So he reached out. He was like, yo, love your music. And I was like, damn, you love my music? Because my people be always saying my music's all right. Right. So I was like, dope. And he was fucking with Empire, all of that shit. And he said that he was putting together a DVD, and boom, he wanted to put me on a DVD and do other segments. Once we filmed my segment, I went back to my life, which was very crazy at the time. All right. I was outside hustling, driving around, freaking moving from place to place, getting my shit off, and then managing my groups, whether it was Empire or Buns or Keel or whoever I was managing at the time, because I managed multiple people or artists at the time. And I was also on the sauce after 9 p.m. every night, just drunk off my face. So I had a lot going on. So I apologize if I didn't give a fuck every time I used to get updates on what was going on with the DVD. Because at the time, my life was crazy. But I tell that story all the time that he used to contact me and be like, yo, I went to Jane and Finch, then I went to this place and this place. And I used to be like, yeah, that's cool. Whatever. But when the video hit, when it finally came out, that's when I was like, oh shit, what this nigga was doing is serious. This is some real shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was an afterthought until it wasn't. And then it became viral, and it could never become an afterthought after that. But because, again, and I will reiterate, because my face was the first segment, people always ask me, including when I went and did my time, yo, are your DVD that? No, fam, it's not mine. And I tell the story again the same way, off camera and on camera. So let's continue.
For the audience that doesn't know.
And the audience too.
The Real Toronto DVD is a DVD started by a guy named the Mad Russian. Big salute to Mad Russian. And he wanted to, he was a huge fan and still a huge fan of Toronto rap. Like, he didn't listen to any American rap.
Okay.
Right. And he used to hit up all the rappers, and just like him meeting Toronto rappers. And this is like back in like the early 2000s, where like being a Toronto rapper wasn't cool.
Right.
Right. So to find somebody who was like a fan of Toronto rap like that, he was able to like connect with the rappers easily, like, because we never seen that.
And we appreciated that. I'm not even saying it as some kind of like what's the word? I'm not trying to downgrade him or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to like, I'm looking down on him by the way I'm saying this. I was saying like, yo, it was rare to see somebody who was that into Toronto rappers, because back then niggas is only into Dipset and whatever was popping in America.
Like these days, like the high school kids, if they see Casper TNG or somebody walking on road, they'll spaz out.
Thank you.
Right?
There wasn't none of that.
He was like a rap super fan, so right away he put everybody's guard was down. But he'd hit me up on MSN. Yo, I want to do this.
MSN
days, right? I want to do this DVD and go out to all the different hoods and stuff, because he was like, I guess, inspired by the Smack DVDs that were already out by then, right?
I was watching that
where
too.
like Smack was going around to like all these different rappers' hoods, like known rappers, Jadakiss and Mobb Deep and all these different people, and showing the real side. You know what I mean? Like, it would show members of their crew that don't rap, and it would show their guns and stuff. So we got inspired by seeing that. As soon as the man came through with a camera, every Toronto man said, "What camera? Ah, look at this! Look at this!"
Oh, wow!
So the DVD went viral before viral was a thing.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop there for a second, and then we're gonna go to the Instagram post that they made about this. And big salute to Relentless Diaries once again. All right, because this is some good content, man. I hate when them take good content and get sensitive. Oh my God, what are you talking about, fam? You're giving my credit. Why? Like, nigga, I'm giving you your credit, bro. Like, what else do you want me to do, bro? So here we go. I think it started when I originally posted with them. There might have been the comment started from there. Right here. So this is from 2 days ago. The video wasn't even out. The audio was out. All right. When it comes to anything, and then he puts his @name, the Real Toronto DVD related, I gotta tell my story since I'm the creator. I don't need no man's telling my story for me. Not everything was true. That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad though. Cheers. Y'all see how long this goddamn interview is? This shit is 3 hours. Trust me, when we get to the end of this segment and I play the rest of the clip, we spoke about Real Toronto for probably 10 minutes. I got an extensive life, and Real Toronto wasn't the main part of it, my G. So that was that. And let me go back to the post here, because obviously people are going to jump in and be like, oh, you hate Friday? Well, guess what? This is, I got you, brother. So Down to Earth Network jumps in and says, we did you know, brother, at least we showed you respect, but we always don't get credit, but much respect. fuck does that mean, bro? Let's really talk about that. What the fuck does that mean, bro? And why is it so important to jump under these guys' comments and be like, oh, but we showed you respect? Like, I ain't have him on the goddamn network first. So what does that mean? Y'all can clip this because you're going to see it later and then make 100 clips out of it. But what does that mean? And why does that have to be said? So then he responds, respect, it was all good. All right, cool. So now they finally post a clip about it. And the way that they posted a clip about it, they used a thumbnail from me and him in the interview in the goddamn clip. Holy shit, man. These guys are making my fucking blood pressure go up, bro.
Seen like the Real Toronto DVD before?
So like that's a classic piece of
Toronto lore. Like,
The Real Toronto DVD is a DVD started by a guy named the Mad Russian. He was a huge fan and still a huge fan of Toronto rap. And he used to hit up all the rappers and just like him meeting Toronto rappers. And this is like back in like the early 2000s where like being a Toronto rapper wasn't cool. It would show members of their crew that don't rap and it would show their guns and stuff. So we got inspired by seeing that. As soon as the man came through with a camera, every Toronto man said, what, camera? Ah, look at this, look at this.
Oh, wow.
So the DVD went viral before viral was a thing. How it went viral because we didn't have like social media like that then.
Yeah.
It was on CP24. There was a video of the police chief. They were showing the camera from the back of his head, watching a television.
Okay, we'll get to that in a second. So let me refresh this page right here so we can see the comments. All right, big salute to PK Herky said not in Parkdale. That's facts. I didn't go crazy in Parkdale. That was like the most tamest segment. All right, super facts. And then here comes Mad Russian again. And the thing is, I fuck with Mad Russian. I'm thinking to myself, have you been harboring some kind of resentment towards me? Like, so as soon as your name is mentioned, like, oh, here we go again. Friday trying to beat a PR team for Real Toronto. Like, no, nigga. I was a prominent part of the DVD because I was first. I didn't do the stupidest shit. So it's not like I was the most viral part of it. Maybe I'm memorable because I was first. And now I got a goddamn network. Holy shit. So here we go. Man, like I said, you rinsing my content for 20 years now. Rinsing your fucking content for 20 years, bro? How? When niggas keep on asking me questions about the goddamn DVD? Let me show you something, yo. And this is with all due respect to other artists out there. If the other artist that was on that DVD was doing what I'm doing now, or if they were still popping now, if they were like, because everybody's in their 40s now, so a lot of these guys have retired from rap, all right? But if they were still popping in the age where now there's all these microphones around and people are asking them questions, I'm sure people would have asked them about being on the Toronto DVD or the Real Toronto DVD. For example, man's like Jet Black and C4. You know what? I'm going to show you all that in a second. Let me just finish reading this. Because I did respond. Oh, look at this. Seems like they're giving you your flowers. What's the issue? And then here we go again. And the thing is, I be thinking I'm cool with niggas. We squashed this beef already down to earth. What is going on? Maybe they should invite you on their platform to get the full Real Toronto story. Bro, I'm going to throw my goddamn mouse across the room, bro. What else is left to say? My PR manager already covered everything. Fuck you, okay, Mad Russian? How about that? We were cool, but now we ain't, bro. Because this shit pissing me off now, bro. You're actually making it like I don't fuck with you, like I didn't have you on my podcast, like I never mention you every single time the people ask me about this goddamn DVD. Every time. Holy shit, man. And like I said, if the other artists that were on that DVD were moving around doing media, I'm sure somebody would have asked them about being on the Real Toronto DVD. They might have not asked the same question like people ask me about, oh, did you create it because I'm the first segment? But they would have said, how did that affect you? You know why? Because that's what I did when I had C4 on my show. Of course I got the content.
Those times, because last week we brought up a topic because we were talking about the CP24 20th anniversary, and we were talking about Real Toronto. You know what I'm saying?
I got the content.
20-year anniversary.
Right? And as both Real Toronto alumni, basically, I know what I had to deal with back then. Did you have to deal with backlash from that video?
I still deal with backlash to that video.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely got categorized from that, from a you know?
Yeah.
Clacker, how you smelling like toe jam in Toronto? Most niggas really don't last long for not buying a gun, but possessing a glass jar. Weed smoke I'm toking on, be coming in glass jars. I'm hard body, homie, like the frame on a fast car. And I ain't got time to slow down, cause niggas get hit when they thinking that this shit won't go down. Y'all faggot niggas wanna step to the league, till I bring my whole squad and you on the floor, watch it bleed.
I remember, like, I'd get people, like, when the boy then would pull me over to be like, I've seen your face somewhere. I don't know where. Well, I've seen your face on something before. And I'd be like, I don't know, officer. Can I have my ticket? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, no, it was definitely hectic. Cause like them times we were young, right? We was just like, we lived what we were really out there doing, dog. Like, not on no, like, not to even just toot our horn or anything like that. That's how it really was, right? So, like, I remember a situation happening with me, and I had on my shirt said my name, C4 on it, you know what I'm saying? I ended up getting bagged.
Oh, you end up getting bagged.
Real Toronto.
Oh, he ended up getting bagged. Because you let this guy tell it, oh, nobody got, oh my God, why are you telling the wrong parts of the story? If you're going to tell stories, tell it with the facts. This is what's going on. This is why people don't like Friday, because Friday be out here just talking so much shit. Do I? And this right here is what really put me off the deep end. It's a comment on the other post. I'm gonna find the comment. He says, and because I responded to him, right? I said, bruh, it was a 3-hour episode. We talked about RT for 10 minutes. Get over it. He says, you're the guy who's known for flagging accounts and getting content taken down. I'm not doing that. I'm just telling you like a man. Your PR role with the DVD is done. Nigga, if somebody else asks me about your DVD, guess what? I'm going to tell my goddamn story again. And you ain't going to do shit about it, bro. The fuck? That's my story. The story of my life. Okay? And that DVD was a part of my life. I didn't create the goddamn DVD, but a lot of people ask me about this shit. So if somebody else asks me until the day I die, I'm going to still give you I'm going to give the same answer I give every time. Fuck you talking about, bro? Like, I'm your PR team, bro. You're your own PR team, and you're doing a bad job of it. But I'm your PR team. Niggas wouldn't know that your name is the motherfucking Mad Russian if I didn't have a microphone to retell the story 20 years later. Let's be real. I'm trying to find that comment, but who cares? And let me show y'all something. Because like all of this talking, like as if I didn't give you your flowers and actually bring you on the network so that you can retell your story. These niggas piss me off, bro. Holy shit, man. cat hair on the microphone and shit. Jesus Christ. Let's find the shit. All right. 9.9 thousand views. This did well. Expensive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got it. Yeah, man.
We love hip hop.
Because like even us having this
ISO all fucked up and shit.
Jamaica, that's south side of Tobago.
South side of Tobago. Okay.
That's like white boy ghetto, basically.
Yeah. Before you continue, also explain that point system to me.
You have to get like enough points to come here. Like you have to have for them to see a point of bringing you here to Canada.
This is we're not even talking about the DVD. We're talking about him emigrating to Toronto in the first like 20 minutes and stuff like that. Oh, it's timestamped. I keep on forgetting I timestamp my shit. Coming to Canada from Russia. So I got him to tell his own life story. Fuck the DVD. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, tell me about you and your life and how you got here into Toronto in the first place.
My mom was like an engineer. They weren't about that, like going in the market and start selling stuff. Like it's not their thing, right?
Yeah,
so they wanted to leave. There was other people that, like a lot of people with education left at that time, right?
Right.
Not everybody, brother, but a lot. So it was time to go because like you weren't making nothing, right? You know what I'm saying? Like you could make money here doing that, but you weren't doing nothing there. So everybody was leaving. So we collected money from like everywhere just to go. Like even like I'm a quarter Albanian, so like Albanian is like is born in Russia, but like my grandfather went to like Albania to collect money out there.
Yeah.
So collecting money everywhere just to get enough to come. And we had like a distant uncle that like that's what we had to get enough points to come here. We weren't refugees or nothing, right? So we just came with like, not to say it's bad, but we weren't, you know?
Yeah.
So just the point system. So we got from my uncle. That's played a part because there's somebody out here like very distant, but yo, thing right? We lived in his house for the first 3 months.
Okay.
Yo, Mad Russian, if you're watching this now or if you're watching this in the replay, what's this? What's this? This ain't you? This you?
But I'm from High Park and Bloor originally. I live in Lake Shemimiko. I'm a Toronto guy, right? So I moved there. That was when I left.
Yeah, and Lake Shore and Mimico, that's like, I guess the beginning of Rexdale area.
No, Lake Shemimiko, that's south side of Tobago.
South side of Tobago, okay.
It's like white boy ghetto, basically.
Bunch of information that has nothing to do with the DVD because I wanted the people to get to know the person behind the DVD. Oh, but you know, Friday's the PR team. No, bro, you're your own PR team. This is what you're doing. PR right now.
Probably American shit.
I listened to I heard him on Naman too, but I wasn't like I like remember Necro? You ever heard Necro? Yeah. I love Necro, but like I was listening to a Big Pun. I came up with Big Pun. Like that's my rapper, like Big Pun.
Yeah.
The East End. Like I don't listen to the like I was about the East.
Yeah.
Like Big Pun.
That East Coast
guys,
shit.
That Terror Squad.
So
Leatherface. Remember that?
Yeah. So
I was into that.
When did the Canadian hip hop start coming into play?
I started hearing about it. Like I was watching Chaclair and all that stuff. It didn't really hit me, right? But when they started saying like, yo, you heard that track that lists all your neighborhoods in the city, brother. You heard that? I'm like, yo, is it Kipling to Kennedy? He's like, no, not that one. Yo, it's the next thing. I'm like, which one? They're like, oh, this one. And that's Black Eye, where I'm from.
Oh yeah,
it's 99, I think, right?
Yeah, I think
that's a banger.
Don't kill me in the audience. I don't remember exactly the year.
They can't say shit,
but it was somewhere in the late 90s. So you started hearing the hood shit. What attracted you to the more hood raps?
Yeah, the hood rap is like we had like basketball tournaments and shit like that, and then guys from Rex would come in there too, like right. So that's how I got introduced to my boy Crooks. He's from Orpington, right? So I started freestyling with him too, and then we connected with freestyle. There wasn't that many people freestyling, right? So like I was actually a sick freestyler. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I mean, I might not look at it, but I was like, my mind thinks fast, right? So I come out with rhymes fast. So that's all I really needed. So we connected with him over the rap shit, right? And then I started hearing his stories and stuff. I brought him to a few parties and stuff. Like, good thing, not, you know what I'm saying? Like, just to say, I brought him to a few parties. And then we were like, because I went to TLK too. Like, I had to leave Glen Forest. And I went to TLK after. And then
that's another school out here.
That's another school, yeah.
Okay, and then I'll get to the part, and then we'll get back to the other video. yourself. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Or like, what inspired you to say, you know what, I ain't gonna make my own? I'm literally asking him step by step, life, and then let me get to the DVD. What inspired you to make the DVD so that there's no misconception? It's clear. 9.9 thousand people saw that the Mad Russian, okay, the king of content, created the Real Toronto DVD so that we can all have history for the rest of our life and our life can be fulfilled and better.
Inspired me. No, but remember, like this, I got to explain like my love for this shit. Like when I went back to Russia, there's no internet like in houses and stuff. Or if there is, it's not available to me. I didn't have a phone or a cell phone.
Right.
So like my girls, we were fighting. I had to wait. Like I was living in a dorm for like people. So like I was living in a family dorm. So there was like a guy beating his wife and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we were all cool. We were all drinking shots. It's like I was living with. I've already seen a lot. If I would have lived here, I would never make that step to go out and film stuff like this because it's a huge jump from you doing this and then going to Driftway. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. All right. So I say all that to say because, like, bro, all of this other shit, man, it needs to stop, bro. If you wanted some clout, here it is. Okay. You have your own podcast, your own YouTube channel that you do your thing. Man is out there interviewing people. Make sure to go check that out. All right, go check out his YouTube channel, The Real Toronto DVD, I think is the YouTube channel. I ain't going to pull it up on the screen because I'm giving you enough clout now. Run with that. Don't waste it. All right, don't waste the clout, bro. And I know you're going to hear, I don't care about clout, whatever old heads like to say all the time. Y'all love clout. Shut up. Man, like, I'm rinsing my content for 20 years. If you don't like clout, why is it in your stories? And then this.
He was probably watching like Jordan Towers and them back then getting fucking inspired.
I don't know.
Those are the youth that were doing it on the state side.
The World Star shit,
yeah,
right?
the World Star.
But I was just like, yeah, whatever, fine, we'll do it, right?
Yeah.
And I was the first one that they filmed.
So you didn't know what it was gonna be. You just know he's gonna pull up on you and
fanning him off all the time. Pause, like, yo, bro, when he's telling me, yo, I just finished doing a segment in Regent. Hey, yo, I just finished going to Jane and Finn.
Same story I keep on telling, right? Look at your demeanor here. And you keep on atting me. Like, yeah, I heard you, bro. Look at his demeanor. Look at your demeanor here. What's my demeanor? I keep on saying the same story. I was living my life. I was out there thugging and bugging, and I didn't give a fuck about the updates of the interview at the time, about the DVD at the time. It didn't mean that I didn't like you. I just didn't give a fuck at the time. Very ungrateful. Ungrateful for what, bro? Yes, I will say this. The DVD helped save my life or helped my life, made my life a little bit easier when I was going through the system. Okay, people used to hit me up like, yo, fam, yo, whatever range I went on, whatever place. They were like, yo, I lie, you're the man from the Real Toronto DVD. Yo, what are you doing here? Because a lot of people remember it. Okay, so thank you if that's what you're looking for. All right, but as far as like being ungrateful for what? For being on a DVD that put a lot of us in a lot of freaking wild legal situations that you say didn't happen, but I just played some content from a man who said it did happen. Which one is it, bro?
Now you learn it's getting like, oh, what is this becoming?
I'm still not thinking shit,
like,
bro.
all right, cool, bro.
I'm just like, all right, cool. KK. You know what I'm saying?
That's how you know.
So all of that bullshit that, I don't know. Hopefully, and we can pull back up the Relentless Diary interview. Hopefully this is not something that I'm going to have to revisit again. Oh, another person's mad. Oh, you said this about me on this show and that show. Like, I keep on telling the same story over and over again. And like I said, I'm going to keep telling the story.
I didn't pull out no guns on my segment. I'm the first segment.
Yeah, there you go. You opened it. So I sometimes I thought it was yours.
No, he filmed it.
So
he filmed my segment first.
Okay.
And then he would hit me up and be like, yo, I just went to Jane and Finch, yo, got some footage from there. Oh, yo, I just went to this block. And he would keep me updated. And then I didn't really, I'm on road. I'm just living my life. I didn't really care. And then he just dropped the DVD.
Like a fucking broken record.
And when he dropped the DVD, like I said, it went viral. How it went viral, because we didn't have like social media like that then.
Yeah.
It was on CP24.
The DVD, like clips from the DVD.
Yes. There was a video of the police chief, like they're showing the camera from the back of his head, watching a television with the real Toronto on it.
Yeah. I didn't know
Just
that.
writing
part.
down
Wow.
Yeah. So it got crazy. And even like at the time, Mad Russian kind of like he went low because a lot of the Mandem were getting locked up.
Right, because of that DVD.
Yes. And there was other ones that came before, the Rap Sheet DVD, salute to those guys. And it was the same thing on that. Mans were getting deported from that DVD.
Jeez.
Pulling out friggin' AK-47s.
I want to know.
See, and here's the thing, right? And we can end this here. Because he tried to say like, yo, nobody got locked up from that shit, man. Bro, a lot of us had to deal with legal issues because this is the first time that the police was able to see Toronto in such raw form, see mans with guns, see guys with masks on and Bloods and Crips and all that wearing rags all over their face and all kind of crazy shit. It was like a wild time, bro. Okay? So yes, man's dealt with legal issues, but I didn't say only the Real Toronto DVD, and I didn't say what specifically happened, because guess what? I don't know what specifically happened. I just know niggas dealt with legal issues. But I know from the Rap Sheet DVD, like I mentioned in this interview, if you really watched it, that mans got deported. Sonny Clay got deported for swinging the AK over his shoulder in the DVD. Man, the cops probably shit themselves when they saw that. They were like, what? How does this man even have an AK-47? This is 2004. This is before the Real Toronto DVD. So they're like, what? They found him and arrested him ASAP. And he's in Jamaica to this day. Anyhow, salute to the Mad Russian. All right. I know I said fuck you earlier, and I mean that. Okay. For the shit that you're doing, fuck you for that. All right, bro. Stop that shit, bro. Okay. If you're really my homie, act like it, bro. Don't be jumping in these comments as soon as you feel got some kind of getting your feels a little bit. As soon as your panties get in a bunch, DM me. Anyhow, I'm done. Let's move on. Let us move on. And salute to Relentless Diaries. Go check out their interview right now. It is available on their channel. I might have to pull back up another piece of the interview for later on because I got, what is it? We're 2 rants in. I said I got maybe about 5. The third one's going to be later on. Okay. Let's talk about this Top 5 and Tekashi 6ix9ine. Because I feel like Tekashi 6ix9ine is kind of using Top 5 to help even all of the different things that he got going on. You know what? I want to do a poll because I feel like it's been the tide has turned for 6ix9ine. I watch a lot of 6ix9ine content right now, bro. This nigga's all over the timeline, fam. Let me ask: is 6ix9ine back? All right, because he was trying to make his comeback before when he first got out of jail. Everybody knows about the snitching, all that other bullshit. All right, but now I feel like with the Vlad TV interviews, Cam Capone, Dancing Project, all these different places that he's going. I think he's on his second Vlad interview right now. What we're going to be reacting to is going to be from an Aiden Ross clip. So he went over to Aiden's stream. Like, this nigga's busy, bro. But I also feel like he's, while he's like using different names that he can catapult off of, like, yo, Young Thug's a rat. Okay. There's also Top 5. All right. They had their little interaction like a while back. And maybe I could pull up the interaction first. Let's do that. Because he did repost the interaction. It kind of goes back into my whole thing I keep on saying about rats is winning. Like, ain't nobody trying to... Snitches ain't getting no stitches, all right? let's stop the cap with all of that. All right, all you street niggas talking about, oh, snitches get stitches, bro. Yo, kill all rats. No, you ain't. No, you ain't. Y'all love the rats. Yeah, y'all collab with the rats. Gunna got mad collabos, bro. He's booked and busy.
How quick did your bitch leave you when you riding? Be honest, I'm not here to tweak. Didn't niggas almost cut your head off?
This isn't 6ix9ine stories. They had to attach his head back on his Somali body or Somalian body. Right? You should shut the F up. Nigga really believe this little scratch thing. All right. And he did the recent stream, and I'll pull that up right now. That is with Aiden Ross. I'll pull up a clip and then we'll go to the full thing. To the full thing. What do I have here? Okay, let's go here. I got all my links ready today, man. And my apologies. I should have said this in the beginning of the live. My apologies for the wait. I had to go do that interview over at Relentless Diaries. So we back.
That's before Ice though. So tell your story. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Top 5. You ever seen the fucking? Do you know they had a fucking release? Fucking what's it called? Sew his head back to his fucking body.
Yo,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
What
they had
the
to sew
fuck?
his head. Like you ever seen when an old lady
Bro, cuff him.
is fucking put a knit?
It's called stitches. Cuff him, bro.
Yo, wait, you ever seen the shit? You ever seen the shit with fucking Toy Story when he fucking lost his arm and they had to stitch his shit? That was they had to put his head back on his body. Frankenstein, like yeah, you totally.
All right, so let's play the full clip and see how they even got there in the first place. Because I told you I got the content. Of course, the content. Here we go. Here we go. And this is a stream that was with Aiden Ross, Academics, Cuff'em, 6ix9ine, Whack 100. It was like a freaking Avengers stream right here.
How many times the motherfucker said you did something?
I did it. I did it.
You did what?
You
did what?
I had beat my girl before.
Okay, but how many other times people that said you did some shit?
I ain't gonna lie to you.
But that's what I'm saying.
Around 80% of rappers beat their
that
girl.
rumor won't start if it ain't
Around
happen.
80% of rappers,
Yeah,
I would say, has had a domestic violence incident with
you
their
see
girl.
how I'm the only nigga? Every nigga in here beat his bitch.
But here's the thing. What? Selectively, for some artists, people like it get pushed under the rug. And because I'm a dude and I understand this atmosphere we're in, I'm not gonna try to dig up some shit or like make it hot when people are saying, because people do pick and choose, right?
I think it's backtracking crazy.
So you saying you would interview Kendrick?
No, I said I would. Chubbs would have to be in the room. Most of these things are doing. Chubbs would have to be in the room. It could be me, you, Chubbs, and Ken.
These niggas trying to have like two conversations. Axe having a convo with him and Wax having a convo with Aiden. Like,
oh shit. And Ack.
Chubbs gonna do?
What Chubbs gonna do?
Top 5. Top 5 don't count.
Top 5. Wait, hold on. Can we address top 5?
What?
What's wrong with top 5? Y'all talking about little niggas you slap up.
Wait, you don't like top 5?
Top 5 got extra smile.
Right now, you see how you got a beautiful neck?
Yeah.
That nigga's neck is like fucking laceration from this here.
He got snuck.
this nigga said laxerations. What the fuck is the laxeration, bro?
And I didn't get snuck at the gym. I got snuck.
Wait, can we watch? Can I pull up the gym video? Is that cool?
Nah, fuck that. But listen, look for the gym situation.
Why can't we just pull up, bro?
You ain't shit. Nah, he don't want to see that. He got
I'm sorry.
Can we pull up the Drake video?
Oh, I'm putting up Kendrick being his bitch. You can do that.
Yeah, pull that up.
Right.
Pull up Kendrick and pull up the Drake one.
No, hold on. Yo, Aiden, let's talk about top 5 real quick. Top 5, right? Top 5, it's like a big, like, he's like an enforcer for Drake?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know at all.
He's an artist.
Just what about him, though? Like,
I watched the nigga get slapped and kicked in his ass. It's on the fucking YouTube. Top 5? On my mama.
Hold on.
No. Not off him, don't.
Yo, Whack is quick to try to doubt to whatchamacallit to diss this nigga, yo. Yo, that's the same nigga that got slapped, kicked in his ass. He got pushed out the pizza store.
Wait, when?
Bet
Like recently? Like recently? Or like,
I
don't want to bet because
no, but why you backing a nigga from Canada? He's from Canada.
No, Cop, don't.
Top 5 fuck with me. I fuck with him.
Cop, don't. Wait,
he got. You seen it?
Just let him talk.
Hold on. Should I bet?
Just let Tekashi talk.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just let him talk.
Yo, Aiden's trying to save the man cup from over here, like, bro. So what's this Tekashi? What's this top 5 nigga about? Like, he's like, bro, if you want to go to Toronto and just be chill, like, just chill, bro. Just chill.
You didn't see what happened in London? You just seen it.
Yo, you have a lot of fans in London.
I do?
Yeah.
Why say that?
Because you're white.
Oh. Wait, where do you have a lot of fans in Mexico?
Oh.
How's it going, right?
I'm not. Yeah.
Wait, where are you? What's your actual descent? What are you?
They got a mural of that motherfucker Mexico City. That's
my mom Mexican, my dad Puerto Rican.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yo, I went to a show with them in Texas who was like right by the border. I swear half the people at the show look like
They do like 100 sidetracks, so they're gonna get back to it. I put up a poll though, while these guys are on their sidetrack, and I asked, should Top 5 and 6ix9ine do a stream together? Wow, 90% of y'all are saying yes, only 10% saying no. It's a mod thing. Yo, Top 5, if you see this, right? This is some market research right here. 90% is saying they want to see you and 6ix9ine on a stream together. Call kick. Let's go.
Across the border for the show.
That's crazy.
Legal shit. That was before ICE though.
So tell your story. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Top 5. You ever seen the fucking? Do you know they had a fucking release? Fucking what's it called? Sew his head back to his fucking body.
Yo, bro.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
What
they had
the
to sew
fuck?
his head. Like, you ever seen when an old lady
Bro, cuff him.
is fucking with a knit?
It's called stitches.
Cuff him, bro.
Yo, wait, you ever seen the shit? You ever seen the shit with fucking Toy Story
Yo,
when he fucking lost his arm and they had to stitch his shit? That was they had to put his head back on his body. Frankenstein, like, yeah, he was holding his
You and Top 5, y'all both.
Bro, let me ask you a question, bro.
Hell no,
Also, I seen some crazy shit, bro. You familiar with these Hebrew Israelites, ISUPK dudes? They had a white lady and a white kid about 1920.
All right, so they have nothing else to say about Top 5 during this. You know what I'm saying? They always associate him with Drake, and obviously that's on their doing too, on Top 5's doing, as well as Drake, right? That's Drake Shooter, da-da-da-da. I don't know, bro. I just think these guys just connect, do some content. At this point, doesn't even matter that 6ix9ine snitched. All right? It matters to the streets. Obviously, that still matters. But as far as in the content world and stuff like that, bruh, snitches are winning, fam. Get on the stream with this nigga. Y'all hash shit out, yell at each other, go viral. You know what I'm saying? And make some money off of this shit. Right? I seen somebody say, Big Salute to Marvin, he said, a Top 5 6ix9ine and Friday interview would be crazy. Yeah, they'll probably do it and leave me out of this shit. It's a common theme that goes on over here in Toronto because I'm blackballed. But yeah, I still would like to see it happen. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I really got nothing to say on it. There's nothing really more to say because, to be honest, I said this before on the podcast. Top 5 needs to drop music. Okay, he played some music for us a few weeks ago, a song that he was supposed to be doing with T Grizzly. It was very oppy, but drop that shit or drop something else, because even all of his ops and all of that stuff that, you know, there's, or quote unquote ops, they all got music out. You know what I'm saying? And they can play their new shit in a jam somewhere, be like, yo, this is my new shit. Yo, DJ, play that shit. They could play the diss songs towards you. They got a bunch of musical ammo that could live forever. The Ray and going on different streams and talking shit, you know, that don't live forever. But music lives forever. So just some food for thought. But yeah, salute to Top 5. Salute to 6ix9ine. All right. I don't know if that's taboo to say. I don't give a shit. I'm not in these streets no more. But like, I know it's like, oh, you can't say salute to 6ix9ine. Like, listen, bro, I'm gonna fuck around and interview Mayhem Moriarty soon, bro. All right, I'm over all of this. Oh, yo, this guy's a rat. You can't have a rat on your network. Says who? So, last thing. So all these American networks can go cake the hell up and make shitloads of money from interviewing Gunna, interviewing 6ix9ine, After Young Thug is on a phone on an interrogation room for 2 hours, let's find out what he has to say. But if a Toronto network is about to interview somebody who has who's in a documentary where they talk about him testifying against somebody who was convicted for being a serial killer. Nah, Friday. Nah, you shouldn't do it. Oh my God, yo, bro. Nah, bro. Listen, I'm putting this out here right now. November 7th, 2025. I will interview Mayhem Moriarty in 2026. Okay? Y'all can clip that. And I'll say it again. I will interview Mayhem Moriarty, aka Anarchy, in 2026. Fuck around. If I get in contact with him soon, I'll do it in 2025. All right? I don't want to hear shit. Because the same niggas who will tell me don't interview him are probably listening to Gunna. So no more. I'm interviewing Mayhem Moriarty. All right? Salute to 6ix9ine. Anyhow, moving on. I guess that rant 3 was early. I was supposed to be saving it for something else, but hey, it's a ranty type of Friday. Let's get to some good news. Drake is back into acting again. Okay? Big salute to Jay and Trey Richards. Office Movers Season 2 is out now. All right, it's on Crave. This is not an ad. This is just me, showing love. It's on Crave right now. Office Movers. From what I heard, it's a hilarious series. But Drake is on a new season. You feel me? I would like to interview those guys, but I think I'm part of the blackball list or blacklist or whatever when it comes to those guys too. But we'll talk about that later.
Like, you guys have movers, but do you guys have guys? Real guys.
Yeah, they're all guys. All my guys are outside.
This guy said outside. What? I just came from outside. I didn't see no real guys out there. My guys are outside for real. I'm trying to show you.
No, they're all like literally outside, like waiting in the front.
No, I get it. Obviously, like, you guys have guys. Like, there's guys out front. I'm trying to show you the difference. Like, my right-hand guy is a guy. Feel me? You're not getting it?
You're saying guy, but you don't mean guy. What's guy? Who's guy?
I mean guy.
Oh.
No, I mean guy. Guy Zerini. You know, a guy.
Guy Zerini is crazy.
Geyser, a guy that does what a guy does.
Geyser.
A guy's guy.
A guy's guy?
Yeah, Guy LaFleur.
I didn't catch all of this stuff the first time I watched the clip. This nigga said Guy LaFleur.
Guy Fieri? No? It's not making sense to you? Maybe I'm not even speaking English. I don't know. Maybe I'm speaking Guyanese. Everything.
Yo, I think this nigga should get back into the acting shit. Still stay with the rapping. I'm not saying retire, but like, yo, get back to the acting, fam.
We used to live as made in Guy one. You understand what I'm saying? I'm losing it, bro.
I'm losing it, bro. What do you mean? Sorry.
Like, you guys have movers.
There's some more clips of this out right now. Y'all can go check out the episodes. I'm not sure how it runs if they put the whole season out one time so people can binge watch. Y'all can let me know in the comments. Have y'all, one in the chat, if y'all have seen Office Movers yet, like the series, like the season 1. All right, one in the chat if y'all have seen it. Let me show y'all another scene. 2 in the chat if y'all haven't, obviously. A big salute to the Comic Gang. Comic Gang's strong. I hit up Jay, or was it Trey? Let me double check. I feel like I hit up Jay Richards like 2 years ago, or about a year ago when the thing first started, when Office Movers first started. And I was like, yo, we need you on the podcast. And he was like, bet. As soon as the new season, it was Jay Richards. As soon as the new season starts, I'm going to pull up on the podcast. Never heard from them since. Holy, I should put a sound effect on that. My bad. It's all good though. It's all good though.
Afloat. What's up, man? Trying to stay afloat, eh? Yeah, bro. You know what's funny about that? Aluminum floats. You swing that to the right on a man, it'll sink a man to the bottom of the shit. You feel what I'm saying, Z-Money? Who the fuck is Z-Money?
Yo, so you thought that shit was funny upstairs, eh? What the fuck is Omerta doing here?
Okay, this is the guy my guys are looking for. Bro, I do not look like this nigga. No, that's facts. Man looks like a hookah man, so I'm at high rave. Bro, he's very racially ambiguous, bro. Who knows what he is?
Why the fuck is nobody answering me? What the fuck is Omerta?
My bad. The man said it looks very racially ambiguous. Look, man looks like a hookah man.
Very racially ambiguous, bro. Who knows what he is?
Why the fuck is nobody answering me? What the fuck is Omerta doing here?
Come here, come, take a walk. We can have a talk. We can walk and talk about what I'm doing here. And then we could talk about what you're doing here.
What are you, am I supposed to be scared? Scared of this? That's jokes. That's actually jokes. Oh, dropped your glove.
It's a beam.
There's your glove.
This actually, watching these things, these clips here, have made me want to go check out the show. Not to say that I wasn't going to support the show before, but I don't watch a lot of TV. You know what I'm saying? So it takes me, it's hard for me to just get off of YouTube and say, you know what? Let me go and check out Prime or wherever. I don't even know if I have Crave. I might have to go order Crave, right? And again, this is not an ad, but go check out Office Movers. It's out right now. All right. And yeah, let me see what y'all are saying in the poll right here. I wasn't going to spend super long on this story here. I'm asking, should Drake do more acting? 80% of y'all are saying yes. Yeah, I agree. Obviously, he came from the acting. We're not we don't have to mention Degrassi and all that type of stuff. Like, he came from acting, but he's also done some funny shit on Saturday Night Live and all different places. So I wouldn't be mad to see Drake get back into his acting bag. Maybe not a full, like a full-length movie or some shit like that, but you know, give us some cameos every once in a while. He's doing better than Kim K, that's for sure. But yeah, let's leave that there. I was saying though, should I do this? Because like I was saying, right? Salute to Jay and Trey Richards, because you know these guys had linked up from back in the days, right? Toronto Goon Scrap. Let's find this. They linked up from back in the days. So Drake looked out and, you know, he did the Toronto Goon Scrap. I feel that's what catapulted them. They were already popping. They were already doing their thing. But when they did that Toronto Goon Scrap with Drake in the video, that definitely took them to another level. And they appeared on the Views album, if I'm not mistaken. They in one of the skits. Or it could have been, if you're reading this, it's too late. They were on one of the skits. All right. So maybe the fact that they're not pulling up, it could be like an OVO thing. You know, the blackball. Because I've been trying to get OVO interviews, and I feel like, if it sounds like deja vu, it isn't. This is a whole different thing. I've been trying to interview people from the OVO camp for a while. And this is different people. Who else? Like, obviously, if I got a Party Next Door interview, that would be amazing. But I'm thinking more along the lines, and don't get me wrong, I asked Party for an interview, got no response. Drake, whenever Drake is ready to do an interview, I'm not over here, and contrary to what people, contrary to beliefs, not saying, yo, Drake needs to come to the We Love Hip Hop podcast and do an interview. That's stupid to think. Like, whenever he's ready to do an interview, wherever he goes, I'm watching that shit. Okay. He's going to go the best place to fit his interest. All right. It doesn't have to be, oh, I'm going to some unknown network and try to big them up, even though he does do that, but we don't have to talk about that. What I will say is the artists that don't pull up on the show, like, you know, I've been trying to interview Smiley, Roy Woods. I was supposed to have an interview back in the days with Majid Jordan. They were set up by the label. They were on when OVO was on Warner at the time. And in the final hour, it was like, poof. Oh, they can't do the interview. Some things came up, bum, 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 bum. And never heard from them again, right? Ghosty said, Friday, you're not a guy. Those are big names. I interviewed Smiley already. Stop this, bro. Stop this. Okay, I haven't interviewed Roy Woods, but I've interviewed Smiley. I actually gave him his first interview. And I was supposed to interview him again, but then the trail went cold. It kept on becoming, and listen, this is no indictment on Smiley. This might be more him being advised, because I think Smiley's cool, but he might be advised, don't go over there. This guy, he's a little bit too, I don't like how he talks about Drake sometimes. Don't go over there. You know what I'm saying? And I will reemphasize sometimes, because I just did a whole segment bigging up Drake. They ain't going to talk about that, though. All right? That's going to go under the rug. This probably will get back to them, but that, what I said earlier, is going to go under the rug. But my issue is, if you don't pull up here, and this is to Smiley, this is to Roy Woods, different artists on the come up more, okay? Maybe even Majid Jordan. If you don't come here, at least go to other places where you can get more views than if you had came to this low ass, nobody know about ass Toronto network, okay? At least make sure that when y'all go to other places, you get more views. Because when I pulled up the shit, when I saw this shit yesterday, I said, you know what? What is happening here, fam? Like, what is really happening here? What is happening here? This is amazing right down here. 212,000 views on No Jumper 4 years ago when No Jumper was hot. Great. Perfect promo. This is around the time when we interviewed him. Right after. Okay? Years later, niggas won't pull up on We Love Hip Hop, but they'll go to, and listen, this is no indictment on Shorty over here, but they'll go on Micah's channel and do 1.4 thousand views in 2 fucking days. It's like cutting off your nose to spite your face. We linked up with Solo YS a couple of days ago, did an interview, and salute to Solo YS. All right, Solo YS, amazing artist, but he doesn't have a Drake feature. 2 of them. And our interview / episode that we did with him has more views in 1 day than this interview has in 2 days. But y'all ain't gonna pull up on We Love Hip Hop. I idiot thing that, dog. Y'all gotta figure this out, man. Because I'm not gonna stop being objective. I'm not gonna sit here and just glaze and be like, oh, Drizzy Drake and OVO they can do no wrong. You know what I'm saying? I love a lot of the shit that y'all niggas do. And there's things that I don't like. And I call out both. I say when niggas is doing good and when niggas is doing bad. That's what honesty is. If y'all don't want honesty, then you can go to the other blogs that will just glaze you all day. All right? But it's not going to happen like that around here. But not bringing your artist around here is not hurting me. It's hurting y'all, and it's hurting them, their artists. Because I guarantee you, at least 10,000 people from this channel alone, from the subscriber base alone, far less more than the people that will catch it at the algorithm. At least 10,000 people will get to see a Smiley interview with We Love Hip Hop and promote his shit. Not 1.4 thousand. Y'all literally cutting off your nose to spite your face. So you can keep on blackballing me and be like, yo, don't send nobody over to the We Love Hip Hop. But if you can't find another place better to send these niggas, then you may as well send them over here. That's all I'm going to say about that, man. That shit irked the hell out of me when I saw that. Because I want Smiley to win. Not because, because we love hip hop. Bro, we'll be helping him. He'll be helping us too, obviously. But when I look and I see him go other places and he gets 1.4 thousand views in 2 days, you may as well send him over to the We Love Hip Hop podcast. Let him smoke 2 spliff. Let all of the Toronto hood people be like, yo, holy shit, Smiley. They'll watch the interview. It'll get pushed into the algorithm. And I guarantee the shit will have 20,000 views like his last interview did. It's a super idiot thing, bro. And I don't care what mans feel about it. Like, oh, Friday, this is why nobody gets sent over there because of the way you talk. Bro, niggas is not gonna glaze you. So it's not like I'm gonna change this and then not get punished. All right. If I talk good and I only talk good for a certain amount of months, then I'll get back in their good books. Nah, bro, that's being fake. And nobody in this chat and nobody who watches this shit wants the fake nigga on this shit, bro. Y'all don't want a fake nigga on this shit. So then why would I start being fake? Holy shit, man. No Jumper. Coolest podcast in the world. 14,000 views. Brandon Gomez, 5.3 thousand views. Bro, I talked about a chick who shot a rapper that's doing more views than that. 6 months ago, 29 minutes, 140. Bro. I almost actually threw my mouse. Because you're cutting off your nose to spite your face. This live already has more than 140 views. What are we talking about? I idiot thing. Cut it out, man. Y'all need to get it right, bro. All right? Support the home team. If you're really going to support the home team, support the home team. Mans have been here almost 9 years now. Y'all want us to be changing people's lives? Then change my team's fucking life. It's not about me. I got a lot of people behind me. All right? I got a lot of people who believe in the dream of the network. Change all of our lives. It doesn't take an appearance, okay? Maybe some of these niggas that you all got on the team, send them over here so that we can help them out, all right? Because they all ain't going to help us out. If you only do 140 views on a fucking other channel, you ain't helping us. We helping you at this point. But a little quick cosign, oh, this is what we watch. That'll change all of our lives. Don't only hit me when I do something wrong. Hit us when we do something right. Because we've been here and we're not going nowhere. It's a idiot thing. You should try to get a cartel interview by video. Bro, I would love that. But he's probably blackballed. I'm probably blackballed from talking to cartel too. Nobody DM me about this shit unless you got good news. I'm done with this shit. What are we at? 4 rants now? No more rants. No more rants. Let's move on though. Let's move on. Y'all good? Y'all good? Where are we at? Almost 2 hours there. Comment gang strong. Let me. Yo, because sometimes y'all think when I get on these things, on these rants or whatever, oh, y'all, you're just playing it up for the camera. No, I'd be really mad, fam. I actually be really mad. I'm not just, oh, you're just ranting. No, I'm actually pissed off. This shit actually pisses me off. So it's not, oh, for the cameras. I say the exact same shit verbatim off camera. You could ask any of my team. any of my team, people around me who love me, I say the same shit off camera that I say on camera. Maybe that's the fucking problem. I keep it too real. Jesus Christ. Carol said Friday's doing his cardio on the live stream. Facts, right? I'm like working up in sweat. Right? AGB to Dawn. That's We Love Hip Hop team right there. He's heard my rants on and off camera. So y'all, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, let us move on. Let's move on. Kanye West. Kanye West has apologized. All right. He's been going on his obvious rants for the last, I would say, probably 2 years. You know, a lot of anti-Semitic rants. There's some people who agreed with him over the years, but for the most part, he's been canceled like a mofo. All right. I will pull up a video of him apologizing, and then we can get to a clip that I have from my homie Trent Out Loud, because he saw the and he wasn't trying to hear that shit. All right. So let's start with a clip of Ye apologizing. He went over to some rabbis. He said some kind words. Let's see what Ye has to say.
I feel really blessed to be able to sit here with you today and just take accountability. You know, I was dealing with some various issues, dealing with bipolar also. So it would take the ideas I had and have me take them to an extreme where I would forget about the protection of the people around me and myself. So I wanted to come and take accountability. Sometimes people aren't that knowledgeable about the bipolar and the cause or what causes it and the way you act when you have this disease. So it's like,
so you see, or he's kind of leaned at it. You know, I'm bipolar. I have a, it's kind of like a disease. Like, it wasn't me. It was the bipolar. The bipolar makes me anti-Semitic.
If you left the house and you left your kid at the house, and your kid went and messed up the kitchen and messed up the garage, messed up the living room. Now when you get back, it's your responsibility because that's your child. And that's the way I look at it. It's like, I gotta go clean up the kitchen, I gotta clean up the living room.
Who the hell is this in the background, bro? That shit threw me the hell off. Like the men are having a serious moment, bro.
Now when you get back, it's your responsibility because that's your child. And that's the way I look at it. It's like, I gotta go clean up the kitchen, I gotta clean up the living room, I gotta clean up the garage. Yeah, and it's a big deal for me as a man to come and take accountability for all the things that I've said, and I really just appreciate you embracing.
Hold on, I gotta. Before I let Ye finish getting his shit off, thank you to the Shiesties Bud. It says W Friday standing on business. Listen, I do this shit for y'all, man. In the end of the day, the only people who are really going to support and bring the We Love Hip Hop network up is the actual audience. It's not about a cosign. It's not about somebody looking out or somebody being on the show. It's in the end of the day, if y'all fuck with us, the audience will help grow the audience. Let a friend know that, yo, I watch We Love Hip Hop. That shit is dope, man. We get jokes all the time. You know what I'm saying? We can get 1 million views without the cosign. Trust me. Other people have before. But thank you for that donation right there.
Me with open arms and allowing me to make amends. And this is the beginning and the first steps and the first brick by brick to build back the strong walls.
Say Yandut, Rabbi said the Judaism. The Judaism brought to the world a way for someone when he regret about something that he has done wrong. And the Jews live on this way of if someone did something wrong, you can regret and fix it. And the rabbi is hugging you and hugging everybody. And God willing, and from now on, strong things and good things, and only good. You are a very good man.
I don't know about that, man. That's all it took, bro. Yo, thank you, Don Dark, for the donation as well. He says had to one up Shiesty. Yeah, man. Thank you for the donation right there. Y'all, are y'all believing Ye with this? One in the chat if you all believe Ye with this, like, because the rabbi seems to believe him. You feel me? The rabbi is like, yes, he's a good man. He's a good man. Like, all right. Like, did you see any of his videos before this, Rabbi?
And only good. You are a very good man.
Amen. A very good man.
Best man. Very good.
You know, Ye gonna get back in the sprinter and say some wild shit when he gets back in the sprinter. You know what I'm saying? Call him all kind of defamatory shit when he gets back in the sprinter. So, not everybody. Well, before I play the next video, are y'all cool with this? Because this is about 2 years after all his rants and stuff like that. He's gone pretty crazy. His kids have been alienated from him even more than before. He's lost mad endorsements, all types of shit. But, you know, he's apologized. I'm sorry. I went to a rabbi. All right. I remember when Nick Cannon, he said some things when he was talking to Professor Griff. I think he had to go and speak to a rabbi for like a week. You feel me? But even if y'all don't believe him, do y'all even think that he needed to even apologize? Because there's a lot of people who were fucking with what Ye was saying in a crazy way. All right. This guy Gale Theory keeps on saying 5 years or less you're gone. Holy. Is that some of the OVOs in the chat right there? Damn, bro. Think this is coming for me? So this is courtesy of Trent Out Loud. He says, I was done with him a while ago, but this ish still pisses me off. And he says, and it says right here, Trent Out Loud says, F you for using mental health as an excuse to Kanye West. All right, because listen, I've had enough rants. I'm kind of tired when it comes to rants right now. I feel like somebody else to take the rant, take the wheel when it comes to these rants.
Be blessed to be able to sit here with you today and just take accountability.
Hey, yo, Kanye, from somebody who openly deals with bipolar, you for using mental health as an excuse, and you for using mental health to sell your bull album. Hey, yo, Kanye, from somebody who openly deals with bipolar.
So he gets into it a bit more.
All right, I'm going to spend 30 seconds on this maximum. Ye sits down with Rabbi to express remorse and take accountability for his past statements he made towards the Jewish community. 2 days ago, I told you guys that Kanye West was releasing his anticipated album that he claims is anticipated this Friday. What else did I tell you? I said that literally this week, Kanye West was going to do something crazy to get his name back in the blogs, because that's what Kanye West.
So he got an album dropping this Friday? Nigga. So the new arc, and this is, I guess, Bully 2. The new arc is, I apologize. I'm not anti-Semitic no more. Come on, man.
Does when he needs to sell something. You for using mental health as an excuse, and you for using mental health to sell your bull album. All right, I'm going to spend 30 seconds on.
All right, so salute to Trent Out Loud. All right, he said he only spent 30 seconds on it. You know what I'm saying? But like he's somebody who I've had on the network not too long ago, and he went over to the mental health expo that's put together by Charlemagne the God. He's been to multiple, I think 2 of them so far, maybe 3 of the mental health expos, because he deals with bipolar, he deals with other mental health issues and stuff like that. So, you know, there's a lot of people when you see Ye running around on that, oh, I'm bipolar, oh, I'm this, I'm that. Like, I don't know, bro. He might be. I've said it on record multiple times that I don't think that he actually is. And I think that this is more something that just he could just lean on anytime he gets in trouble. He could be like, oh, I wasn't on my medication. That's why I was being crazy. Right. And listen, he might have a little bit of something going on upstairs. You know, he's dealing with a lot. Like, bro, where you're a super ultra famous entertainer. So anybody in that field is going to have some type of mental health issues that that kind of transpire. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's like it shows itself in really ugly ways or shows itself in ways that people don't get to see in front of the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Don Dark says he can't judge Ye mental. Ye's fighting his own demons. I don't think Trent was trying to judge Ye's mental. I think he was more offended by Ye using mental health as a crutch when there's so many people who are actually dealing with mental health that are very open about it. They take their medication or they go to the actual therapy that they need, and they're trying to work through it rather than lash out emotionally in public and then go back and say, oh, it's because I got mental health issues. Well, like, bro, like deal with some of those things so that you don't lash out in public. You know, you don't end up going on 2-3 week just tirades on network to network with a black mask on and just saying the wildest shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it got you a lot of clicks, but at what cost, bro? You feel me? Cold Dirty Bastard says Geminis are born schizo. I guess. I don't know, man. I'm not really big on the zodiac sign things, bro. Just because you're a Gemini doesn't mean that you get to act like a freaking asshole sometimes and nice other times. Like, fuck out of here, bro. I don't care what your zodiac sign is. Be a good person. You feel me? Stop saying shit that will get you canceled and get a whole bunch of people offended, especially if you don't really feel that way. You know what I'm saying? Or use some of the actual education and knowledge to try to back what you're saying instead of just saying a bunch of wild shit. And every once in a while you say something true, but then the rest of the time it's just like a bunch of wild shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like they say, a broken clock is right twice a day. So trust me. Salute to I guess salute to Kanye, because shit, man, you made graduation, bro. We'll never forget that. Let's see what's going on here in the chat. Friday, if you want a crazy life story, hit me up. Google me, Kevin McCarthy, Oshawa. All right, I'm gonna look you up. You feel me? Friday's describing himself. Pac was like that. This is true. Listen, RIP to my mom. My mom's Gemini, so I get you. You know what I'm saying? Some of the shit be true. I'm a Cancer. Cancers are emotional. Guess what? I'm emotional. So it is what it is. What's going on over here? Let's see what's happening here. Let's go through this here. There's a rapper by the name of 2K Baby. I don't know if y'all ever heard of this gentleman. I think he's from Kentucky or from Atlanta. I know he lives in Atlanta. And we interviewed him maybe about 2 years ago, or I interviewed him about 2-3 years ago. Okay. He's actually doing DoorDash now. Now, here's the thing, because a lot of people don't know probably who he is. Can I get a quick temperature check? Like, do y'all know who 2K Baby is? Because I feel like he had a few tunes at one point, right? One in the chat if y'all know who 2K Baby is. Because I want to know if this is okay. Put us on. Let me see if I can find something quick before I show y'all what happened. Y'all don't know who 2K Baby is, eh? 2K Baby. So he got a song that just came out 23 hours ago, got 15,000 views. That's all right. But once upon a time, he had a video on World Star that has 62 million views. Old Streets. I'm going to try to play as least of it as possible to get copyrighted. I'm trying to play as limited of it as possible. All right. So this guy, I think he's from Kentucky, if I'm not sure. But yeah, like I said, 62 million views. What else he got over here? Because I can't see he was popping, but like he was doing his thing. 5 years ago, Mad, 8.8 million views. You know who hit me up to do this interview? Because I interviewed him as well. I was hit up by Universal at the time, if I'm not mistaken. It could have been Warner, but yeah, it was Universal. 62 million views. Yes, I think that might have been the label that put mad Google ads on that shit, though, now when I think about it in hindsight. All right? Because 62 million views, like, and none of y'all know who he is crazy. Mind you, don't get me wrong. When the label hit me up at the time and said, can you interview 2K Baby? I didn't know who he was neither. But I'm an old head, so that's supposed to happen. But when I went to go look him up, I was like, oh, shit. 62. At the time, I think it was like 30 million views or whatever. I was like, hell yeah. So now he's doing DoorDash.
Okay, baby in this bitch. Oh, bro. Damn. This motherfucker 2K, nigga. Hey, bro. You 2K baby, ain't it? Yeah, man. You be rapping and shit, huh? Yeah. But y'all had DoorDash and shit, bro. You nigga DoorDash, bro. Damn, y'all had them fell off and shit, man. Hey, what song you used to sing, though? You know my song, bro. Why you doing that? Hey, what song you used to sing, bro? Shit, Old Streets, ain't it? Old Streets? Damn, bro, we can't get no picture, bro? Yeah. Get a picture, bro. Hey, man, let's get a picture right quick, though, man. Yeah, but you mind your business, bro. I don't know, off, man. Oh, God, your ass fell off, twin. Twin ass driving a fucking Hyundai, man. What the fuck? Bro, you ain't driving shit, though. Man, my shit over there, bro. I got an Infinity truck. Got that shit, though. Man, they got an Infinity truck, man. Man, wet, nigga. Your ass went back to the car wet. Your ass DoorDashing and shit, what? Ain't no shit. Man, go drop off your order, bro, for real. All right. Go get some money, nigga. Man, get money? Nigga, I don't need no money, nigga. I got this fire me, nigga. The fuck, nigga? Got five, nigga, and what? What you trying to do, though? Man, you hear this nigga, bro? You got five. Man, ain't nobody getting no fuck by no shit like that, nigga. Having five for real, nigga. Man, what you trying to do, bro? Hey, man, this nigga gonna make the blogs fuck around and die at this bitch, bro. All right, nigga, you gonna die, nigga. All right, let's go ahead.
They put this nigga under pressure, bro.
I'm gonna go ahead and address this shit. I know a lot of y'all probably seen the video going around, you know, them two niggas walking up on the nigga in American Deli. And yeah, that was me DoorDashing, gang. Shit, I'm gonna keep it a bean like 100. Like, nigga gonna do what he gotta do. You feel me? Motherfuckers ain't really streaming the music right now how I would like them to be. You know what I mean? I'm a grown ass man. I'm gonna go get it by any means. You know, I do a lot of other shit outside DoorDashing too. Like, I hustle, you know, I go get it. I ain't got no shame. I ain't got no pride problem. I don't think I'm too good for this or none of that. You hear me? Cause I got personal partners, personal friends, family members. A lot of y'all do too. That's DoorDashing or doing whatever the fuck it is they gotta do to make ends meet or take care of their business. You see what I'm saying? And do what they gotta do. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, nigga DoorDashing and doing this right now for some bread, doing this right now and doing this, but when I take this bread and I'm fucking investing into this and then flipping into this, you heard me? And then the nigga, come on now, don't do that.
I feel him still. I'm gonna let him finish cooking in a second. I asked the question in the chat over here or in a poll here. Would you listen to a rapper who does DoorDash? All right, because I know a lot of rappers that have pride, right? That's that pride. Right? What did the dude do in Baby Boy? What is that there? Let me put the screen a little bit bigger. In Baby Boy, when dude put Tyrese in a headlock, you feel that right there? You feel that right there, boy? That's that pride. Right? A lot of rappers got that pride. So they can't be seen publicly doing jobs in the pub. A lot of rappers, don't get it twisted, are probably doing something behind the scenes or a job that, call center or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like in the public and even a call center, you might get caught at the call center if you have to go into the office. If you could do it from remote, because a lot of people work remote these days, you could get away being a gangster rapper and then nobody knows that, you work at the call center, customers yelling at you all day and shit. All right. So I don't know, man. Is it better for him to be to be selling drugs rather than doing DoorDash and like having an honest living? Like, I'll show you the interview in a second, but like he's signed. I don't know if he's still signed, but he was signed. I didn't get his interview from knowing him and just out the blue. Like the label said, interview this artist, or please, can you interview this artist?
But, well, hey. Other thing is, I ain't snitching, nigga. Yeah, I was doing that shit. I ain't snitching, though. I ain't ratting on no nigga. And I'm just speaking on me. I ain't speaking on nobody else. But 100, even beyond that, there's a lot of other things niggas be doing to, get some money or whatever, get to the next level that, shit just ain't right. I ain't doing that shit. You know what I mean? I learned that all money ain't good money. I learned this about how you make your money. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, whether we talking about $100 or $100 million, it's about how it's.
All right. That shit cut right off, bro. There's more videos about it online. I just noticed when I went to go look up his interview. I want to go check something when it comes to his interview because I wonder if the label put an ad on that shit. Because sometimes the labels will do that shit too. They'll put a Google ad on the interview just to make sure that the shit goes. Let's see. Let's look up 2K Baby. Um, 2K Baby. See it right away. DoorDash pops up.
Not even gonna lie, man, it's crazy how I thought DoorDashing was the end for me, and this shit just turned out to only be the beginning, man. Like, once again, y'all have blew my mind. Like, not gonna bullshit. I was expecting to be laughing stock of the world again, but y'all ain't having it. Y'all ain't having none of it, and that's why I fuck with y'all so much, bro. I'm not gonna get on here and play victim. I done made countless mistakes. I believe life is your experiences in life is a result of your actions, and I'm
these young boys with the stars on their face and shit.
Well aware of every scenario, every situation where I made poor judgment, poor decision making. I know everything that I did that led up to where I'm at. But at the same time, shit does kind of hurt when you're back against the wall and you ain't got nobody to call on. 100.
You got the ring, you got the gold teeth, you got all that shit. I'm gonna show y'all something. I'm gonna let him finish cooking in a second. Let's go to the channel. Subscribe if you are not already subscribed. If you all want to become members, don't be shy. Become a member. You get early content, all type of good shit. 2K Baby. Behind the scenes vlogs. Yeah, here we go. Oh, it only did 964,000. Baby in the building. Smoking.
How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. You smoking big blunts over there, eh?
Man, it's Kentucky shit, country woods, man.
Kentucky.
Them big ass woods, man.
Let me ask you an off-brand question. I know we only have a quick amount of time. What's the average pack of the cost of blunts?
The average. You said the average what?
For a pack of backwoods. What's the average? Who cares?
Like I said, I was in Atlanta for 2 years. In Atlanta, I was really just locked in, perfecting my craft, just in the basement in my manager's house. You know what I mean? So before the pandemic, I already was, quarantining my damn self. I don't really do nothing. I mean, I ain't gonna say I don't do nothing, but I just be in the house perfecting my craft. You know what I mean? Like,
I ain't been in social for real since I left home because, you know, that's where my life was at. That's where all my friends, all my homies, all my niggas was. So since I left home, a nigga just really been just working mode nonstop. You feel me? So when the pandemic hit, it just kind of seemed like everybody else was just really just got on my speed, and everybody else had to stay in the house too and just perfect their craft on whatever it is, you know what I mean? But it really ain't changed that much for me, I ain't gonna lie. I just kept working, same shit every day. You know what I mean? The pandemic end tomorrow, I'm still gonna be in the house.
Just another day at the office, basically. You know, back then, there's a lot of artists that got their shine during the pandemic because everybody was at home on their phone and stuff. But when the world opened back up, they didn't hit the same. This might be the case that's going on with this gentleman here.
25,000 to like 70,000 followers.
Wow.
A freestyle video.
That's crazy. So even like with your SoundCloud and stuff like that, did you have a SoundCloud, and like what was your numbers doing before that big track? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, before that, like I said, when I had moved to Atlanta, when I had moved to Atlanta, I was in Atlanta for like 2 years, you know what I mean, until O Street started blowing up, and then I left and then moved out here. So
all young niggas with the one painted nail and shit. Holy.
When I moved to Atlanta, I had like 20-some thousand followers. All of that I generated from back home in Louisville. You know what I mean? Just taking over my city and having my city on my back. You know what I mean? And I did have music I was putting out from when I lived back home, but it wasn't no melodies or no singing type. You know what I mean? I didn't even learn how to sing until I moved to Atlanta. I was just rapping. I was just rapping on some MC stuff.
Right. So for him to be in the situation now,
Not even gonna lie, man. I'm not gonna get on here and play victim. You know, I done made countless mistakes. I believe life is your experiences in life is a result of your actions. And I'm well aware of every scenario, every situation where I made poor judgment, poor decision making. You know, I know everything that I did that led up to where I'm at. But at the same time, shit does kind of hurt when you're back against the wall and you ain't got nobody to call on. 100. I came in this industry 19 years old, 5 years ago, showing love to everybody I came across. 100. Y'all showed me that I can call on y'all. Y'all see what I got going on. Y'all see what I'm going through. Y'all streaming the music more than ever. Y'all making videos to my shit. Y'all making content, all type of shit, man. I appreciate y'all so fucking much, bro. Like, y'all giving me a second chance to this shit. And I swear to God, I'm going to make it worth it. I'm going to make this shit shake. I'm going to give y'all the best music I done ever gave y'all ever. I'm going to go hard for y'all how y'all going hard for me right now. I'm happy that I'm...
You know what the thing is too, where these guys fall wrong, and it's not a new thing. This has been happening since the beginning of rap getting famous and rappers getting big checks and stuff like that, advances from the label, different things, especially when you're young. This guy, he said it. He was 19 years old 5 years ago when he's doing this thing. So he's probably, what, 24 years old going on 25? You get your money at 19 years old. You get signed to a 360 because 360s is the only thing that's going, right? And you take that advance, they probably give you like maybe 200 racks because it's not like you're getting $1 million advances these days. And if you got $1 million advance, all the better to him. But $1 million ain't shit. Niggas will go buy the AP, couple of chains. Yo, you got to have the $50,000 pendant, yo. You know what I'm saying? Go out a couple of nights, roof Chris, impress some bitches. They're throwing stacks at the strip club. Yo, a blue 50 at the strip club. You feel like the money's never going to end. You go do a couple of shows for 10,000, 15,000. You're like, yo, I make that shit back like a real nigga. Until the shit dries up. And the shit doesn't take a long time to dry up. It's not a slow burn where like you all of a sudden just slowly start decreasing in sales and views and all that type of shit. It could just happen just like that. 1 month you're hot, next month you drop a music video and it does 15,000 views instead of 300,000 views in the first day. You know what I'm saying? You just never know. JL says, I hope he makes it. Yeah, me too, man. Because he seemed like a really nice kid when I interviewed him. He wasn't into the rah-rah shit. Yes, he comes from Louisville. Kentucky, right? They go through some real shit over there, but he avoided the bullshit from what he was saying in his interview. So for him to say, you know what, instead of going out and getting caught selling some Fenty or some shit like that, or get on some Fetty Wap shit, getting caught with a bunch of bricks, go do some DoorDash. Ain't no shame.
I'm able to give a big relief to a lot of my fans and a lot of my supporters that is out here doing the same shit in the same predicament, hustling, door dashing, whatever it is, trying to get it every day. I'm ready to be outside again today in the streets of Atlanta, door dashing.
Wow, hold on. Let me read this comment here. Big salute to where's the comment? Where is it again? Okay, yeah. Big salute to Don Dark. He said, I tried to make a donation, I tried to make a DoorDash driver account. The app said too much drivers in Toronto. Holy. You say the thing fill up. I ain't gonna say who's filling the shit up, but I feel you, broski. Yo, don't get it twisted. There might be a couple of rappers who took your slot, bro. You feel me? If any of them niggas blow up, then a couple of them slots gonna open up. Keep track of the Toronto rappers. See who blowing up. If any of them blow up and then you see a spot open, then you could just think back and be like, wait a minute. Your record just started blowing up, and all of a sudden two spots open up. Oh, you got you and the crew doing their DoorDash. You never know. You know what I'm saying? If a Toronto rapper wants to do DoorDash, fam, the smartest way to do it, okay, especially if you're a gangster rapper, you don't want to be seen pulling up, dropping off the food and shit. Bring a shotty. Cut her in on a little bit of the DoorDash money. Shotty, just roll shotgun with me. Even use her car, fam. You know what I'm saying? Find you a thing that got a car. Use her car. You know, you're making the bulk of the money. Her name's on the account. So that when they pull up the DoorDash driver, they see Shorty. All right? Just giving y'all some game for all of the gangster rappers. The Mesquines, they don't care. A Mesquine rapper can become, and let me explain different because maybe some of the Americans might not understand Mesquine. You know, like a non-gangster rapper, like a good kid. If you see a good kid rapper who's a DoorDash driver, it don't hit the same. It's not like, oh, damn, I'm not going to listen to your records. You told me on your records you stayed away from the street. But if you're a street nigga, and next thing you know, your face pops up on the DoorDash thing, when the last time I seen you, you were in the music video with like stacks of money, playing with the stacks, you and your homeboy, stacks over your shoulders. You know what I'm saying? Glitching your waist like you got it on you. Yeah, man them. Your face can't pop up on the account when it comes to the driver for the DoorDash or the Uber. All right, that's an L, fam. All right, record sales or streams going down. Like the Crook can't pull up and be a DoorDash driver. Casper TNG can't pull up and be a DoorDash driver on the low. That's not happening, fam. Records done. You feel me? Unless, and listen, they don't need to. They don't need to. But unless, if they ever wanted to, or any other rappers out there who have like a name brand, who their face has been out there, they might have a few million views. But yo, times are rough. The recession's hitting. Put it in the Shotti's name. Right? Let her face be the one that pops up when they look up the driver. Right? You be there in the car for protection. You pull up to the location. Right? Just send her. You know what I'm saying? And if it gets, if on certain days that you can't, or if you know that the person on the other side of the order, like, they ain't gonna know who I am, then you can go to the door, put a mask over your face, put, the COVID mask over your face or whatever, and go make your delivery. Quick. More times you don't even have to drop it off. More times you just got to drop it at the door anyway and just leave, right? Take a picture and leave, right? So as long as your face, like if I pull up DoorDash and I see like I don't know, top 5, I'm gonna be like, yo, what's going on, fam? Like, I might have to change the order. I might have to cancel the order, to be honest. Imagine that. I'm not even to diss DoorDash drivers or anything like that, because it's a noble job. A job is a job. But I'm just saying, like, the most gangster Toronto rapper that told you how much money they make and they're always flexing on you and shit like that. Like, I seen a post on Torontology Reddit, and then we'll get off of this topic. But I seen a post on Torontology Reddit, and they were like, yo, I'm tired of doing my 9 to 5.
What are you guys saying? So Wild Child and D.
Every time I go on my timeline, I got to see shit like this. I'll find it. Because I was like, oh, man. Shit's hitting different these days. The recession's hitting right now. Niggas is tired of seeing you niggas flexing stacks. I'm going to find this shit. It wasn't that far down. Pause. Maybe it was. Holy. I will find it. Because that shit, I want to see actually what they were saying in the comments under there, but I stopped paying attention to the post. All right, well, maybe I'm not going to find it. But yeah, it was a post saying like, yo, what the hell, bro? All you guys do is flex stacks, Ray Tay, and I got to go do my fucking 9 to 5 and look at you niggas. Can't even string 2 words together. Your raps suck. But you got all the money. It's like, damn, bro. Y'all are just upsetting the people, them. Yeah, I'm not going to find it. But yes, salute to 2K, baby. Keep doing your thing, fam. You know what I'm saying? Don't let anybody try to shame you for being a DoorDash driver. I don't think anybody has. I think for the most part, like, it's gone over smoothly. It's made them go viral, but it's not a Toronto story, but it's something I want to bring to your attention because it could happen to any of us. You know what I'm saying? Fury Swipe says DoorDash rapper. Yeah. That might even be a genre. I know that there's, what do they call it? Coworker music. You could be a delivery rapper. You know what I'm saying? Instead of delivering the drugs, you could deliver food, real food. But anyhow, salute to 2K, baby. Keep doing your thing, brother. Couple more things before we get out of here. There was this post that I seen rolling around on the gram with La Russell, right? Another non-Toronto artist, okay? Salute to La Russell. He was explaining on how a 60-cent Instagram post or an ad made him $1,000 because there's been a lot of conversations that we've had about bots, and we asked Solo YS the other day about using bots or using like Google ads and things like that. And some people are very anti-ads, even though I think using ads is not bad. Using bots is bad. Using a Instagram or Facebook ad, using Google ads to make your YouTube video get a little bit more shine, cool. You know what I'm saying? I've done it on a few YouTube videos on this channel, not mad videos, but I've done it on a few. You know what I'm saying? I'll be transparent. The JD Era interview that I did a few months back, I put a Google ad on it. I think I spent like $125 just to get it a few extra thousand views. And those few extra thousand views that are real people, not bots, will encourage the algorithm to push the video. It's recommended, actually, rather than frowned upon when you're doing any type of social media. You feel me? So I'm going to play a clip from La Russell. This is courtesy of Hello Yassine. And again, it says here, La Russell explains how a 60-cent Instagram ad made him $1,000.
Told me I just found you Saturday from an IG ad. Tells me everything's working. Because when you run an ad, you know it's working, but you don't know it's working until somebody say, hey, I got it from that. That ad cost me, the CPC was probably like 50, 60 cents. and she gave me $1,000 in 7 days. Run them ads.
That was right.
That's a crazy. And that's the ROI on a lot of my ads, because if you come across me and become a fan, you're going to want to support. You're going to want to come to a show. You're going to want to support. So the CPC for it is just like, it's justifiable. And sometimes it takes longer, but it's justifiable. You know, I know in my heart, if I spend 30,000, 40,000 in ads, I'm going to make 120. I might not make it back that month or 2 months. I might make it.
So if you spend 20,000, 30,000 in ads, he spent 60 cents and made 1,000. So now his mind is thinking, if I spend $20,000, $30,000, he gonna make at least 100 back.
A year later, but I know I'm making it, and sometimes I just have to make those decisions based on that. That lady told me, I just found you Saturday from an IG ad.
Yeah, right. I thought this was really insightful, because sometimes people will frown on people using ads and stuff. But I know about LaRussell, but I didn't find him through Instagram. I found him just because I'm in the industry. You know what I'm saying? But making $1,000 off of 60 cents is a sick flip. You feel me? Shiesty's Buzz says premiums don't see ads. Yes, this is true. This is true. Might not be always sometimes the best idea for people on YouTube who are trying to push their music, but at the same time, there's a lot of people who don't have premium. I was watching a post from, I think it was Mula First, if I'm not mistaken. He was posting something on his screen. Let me see if I can find it. And I was thinking in the back of my mind, like, bro, don't you have Google Premium? Or sorry, YouTube Premium? Was it this, or was it on? It could have been on the Real Mula 9. Hold on, let me see. Who are the other collaborators? Let's see. Max Way of Living. It might be under there. Or Max Way of Thinking, my bad. Yeah, right here. So this is the music video that he's got up on the channel right here. And there's a Lyft, you know, speaking of whatever, DoorDash and all that, there's a Lyft ad right there. Okay. So if Mula don't got Google or YouTube Premium, I'm sure there's a lot of people. The only reason I have YouTube Premium, to be honest, because I think I could actually live without hold on, let me play a little bit of this.
On the beat, so it's not nice. I'm so elite. I don't need ice. I'm so advanced. I don't need your advice.
Yeah, my bad. Part of the only reason that I have this is because I got to stream. It's gonna be horrible if I'm streaming, or even if I'm doing a pre-recorded episode of the podcast and I'm trying to show something on YouTube, and then a goddamn ad pops up, and we got to wait like 30 seconds to a minute before we can actually play the video, if it's not a skippable ad. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But anybody who's an artist out there who's looking to make sure that they promote their shit well, I advise, put your money where your mouth is. Okay, pause. Put some money onto Google ads. Put some money onto Instagram ads, your Facebook ads. People are still on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? You can, and put some money back onto like the blogs and shit like that. Promote it in a smart way. You feel me? Maybe do some long-term plans with some of the bloggers and influencers so that they're always pushing your name and keeping your name at the top of the algorithm. You feel me? Get some TikTok influencers and spend some money on them doing some dances for you and shit like that, or just using your song as a sound. You feel me? Carol says, keep it 100 Friday. We bullied you into getting YouTube Premium. Yeah, there was a space of time where I didn't have YouTube Premium. I was doing mad live streams. It looked crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then somebody stepped up and said, yo, let me pay for that for you. And then since then, I've been paying for it on my own. So you're right. You're right. This is why I love the audience over here. They hold me accountable. You feel me? But yeah, I was thugging it out, bro. You know what I'm saying? But now it's an investment, well worth the investment. You feel me? But yeah, invest in yourself as far as you artists out there. And you will, if you're really serious about it, and you do it in a smart way, because you can throw a bunch of money at ads and get nothing in return. Okay, maybe speak with somebody that has some knowledge on this stuff so that they can help you spend your money in the right places. Okay. If anybody wants to holler at me, let me put a banner on the screen. Hit me up. Email address, welovehiphoptoronto@gmail.com. All right. I've spent people's money for them on Google Ads to help them get tens and thousands, hundreds of thousands of views in the past. Okay. Real views, not no bots, not no things from Bangladesh or some shit like that, like real views. Now, at that point, once you got the views, you still got to do the rest. Doesn't mean, oh, I got a bunch, because it's still inflated views. It's still your video getting pushed in front of another video like this one or whatever, before the audience gets to watch. So unless you got something that's intriguing and you're ready to, and you know who your target audience is, then hold your money. But if you know what you want to do with your money, and you might not be sure about who your target audience is and you want to find out, holla at your bro. I'll help you out. But yeah, salute to LaRussell. Let us move on. I got a couple of things that passed my timeline as far as things that are happening in the city. Okay. 911 calls take mad time in this city. There was a woman who was a victim of a home invasion. Actually, her whole family was a victim of a home invasion. Okay. And from that, she was able to escape the home invasion. She's alive, but it took mad time to get any kind of service over there. All right, I'll tell you guys a quick story before I play this. And I told this on the podcast, so I'm not like, well, for the people who missed it, basically. I had an incident not too long ago. We joked and laughed about it on the podcast where I was like, yo, I had to call 911 and I couldn't believe it because, like, as a nigga who came from the street, like, it's weird for me to call 911 on somebody. But, you know, there was a wild person in the crib that had mental health issues. So it wasn't a scare business, all right? Don't ever bring no scare business to me, is it? It was more of like a cautionary, get this guy out of here, maybe get him some mental health experts on the type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can pull it up. But it took mad time. Weird.
I know it would. It would. Catch nigga 22 position.
The police are there.
Holy
me for years. My old location, they found me at my old place that I was living at, and then I had to go stay at an Airbnb, and then they found me at the Airbnb, and they started doing ultrasonic sound test on me, and they were pinching my butt and my penis.
MK Ultra?
No, he called it ultrasonic sound test.
So he missed the MK.
I don't know, bro.
Okay, go.
He just left paragraphs of weird
shit.
And the man's living in one of the rooms in the house. So it's like, what the fuck, right?
Only Friday goes.
She's asked me, what are we gonna do with this guy? I'm like, I don't know. Next thing you know, bing bong, the police are there.
Holy shit.
He called him on himself.
Oh, that's crazy.
He wanted the police to come and do a wellness check on him.
Wow.
So now we're like, yo, this guy can't stay here.
He have a loony bag.
He's gotta leave.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's outside having a conversation with the police. I'm talking to Shorty like, he's gotta go. Leave. I talked to the police after he has his little conversation with them. Like, I go outside, talk to the police, and I'm like, yo, he's got to go.
You do what a white guy does to a black guy.
Like, no mustache, czar.
I'm sorry.
Whatever conversation you guys had with him, he can't live here no more because that sounds crazy, and we never knew all of this shit.
No, you don't.
Right? He's like, the police says, we can't do nothing. I'm just a special constable that's here for his wellness check. I can't arrest him. I can't kick him out. You got to call 911. Hope you're enjoying the video. Do me a quick favor while you're here and smash that like button so we can break the algorithm. And join the comment gang and subscribe. It's free.
They put you in the catch nigga 22 position.
I'm like, yeah.
They were trying to call your bluff. They'd be like, we know he's not going to call 911. They never call 911. They don't do that.
They put him in a catch 20. They put you in the catch nigga 22 position.
Someone please call 911.
What's going through your mind right now? Are you weighing the option? Is your immediate reaction hell no? Or are you like, hell yeah?
I'm like, Part of me is like,
I'm dying. Reaching for his phone already. He already had his phone out.
No, I didn't want to do it right away.
Yeah.
But then when I went to go talk to homeboy, like, yo, what the hell
was
this going on here? And he just walked right past me.
Like you didn't exist?
Yeah. And then I was like, yo, bro, why did you call the police? You gotta leave.
You turned into a
You know what I'm
white guy.
saying? And it started getting crazy in the house, bro. This is going to get to like midnight almost now, fam. Right? A police officer has already been in front of our crib.
Oh.
Right? Boom. I'm like, I don't have any other. I have to call 911. And he's filming us, fam.
Someone please call 911.
He's like this. Yeah, and now they're doing this. He's like reporting in his phone. I gotta call 911, bro, because it's like, he's probably gonna call 911. So I'm calling 911 for the first time in my life, bro. Like for a nigga who's been on the street for mad years, back in the days, and I'm like, I've never had to be on the side of, hey, can somebody come help me, please? Like what? There's a point that I'm gonna get to here. Right? And they came eventually.
How long did it take?
Yo, first of all,
someone could die.
Gang, listen, 911 is the worst service. I don't know about in America, but in Canada, you got to wait on hold before the operator even gets on the phone. On hold.
Now? They used to pick up back in the day.
Listen, bro. I waited probably a minute before an operator got on the phone.
Something could have happened.
It's just a repeating message, 911, da-da-da-da, make sure to wait, da-da-da-da. So right there, I had to wait a minute before an operator got on the phone. All right, so let me play the clip here of this woman and dealing with her home invasion.
Here anymore. A.W.O.L brought her 2 daughters to Canada from Iran 7 years ago. She bought a home near York Mills in Leslie, which she gutted and redesigned herself. But last Wednesday, her dream home became the scene of a traumatic home invasion, a real-life nightmare she won't soon forget. It was 3:40 a.m. when 4 masked suspects got in through her back patio doors. They went upstairs and into her 12-year-old daughter's bedroom, where A.W.O.L was asleep next to her child on a mattress on the floor.
I remember that somebody, put the gun on my neck and asked me, where's the safe? 2 men came to my daughter's room. It was the scariest moment.
A.W.O.L says given English is not her first language, she was confused. She eventually understood and told them there was no safe. But not believing her, they took her into her closet, which had already been ransacked. Then down to the main floor and to the garage, looking for a safe. The chaos all captured on video surveillance.
But they couldn't believe me, and they keep hitting me with the gun and, hurt me and, asking me where is the safe.
After 6 minutes inside, the intruder suddenly left, making off with handbags, jewelry, and money. They did not take the Range Rover, despite the fact A.W.O.L says she offered them the keys. She then learned her 18-year-old daughter, who had been
She had the Range Rover and all that too.
pretending to sleep, had called 911 while the thieves were downstairs.
She went to her bathroom and locked the door and called 911. But she said that she stays in the line nobody answered the phone.
For how long?
4 to 5 minutes, or maybe 3 to 4 minutes. I don't remember exactly, but
she was on hold.
She was on hold. No one picked up the phone.
A.W.O.L is also upset that no one from police had.
I'm gonna play the rest of this in a second. So yeah, she had to wait on hold while the let me shout out the IG page. Big salute to Life with some Durham. Okay. Life with some Durham. All right. Salute to this, Life with Durham. That's the dude's name, Durham. That's his page here with that. Just and I think Straight Out the 6 also shared this. They collabed on this together. But 4 minutes while the home is being invaded by intruders. And nobody's answering the shit. I don't know, bro. I feel like they have a lot of police out there. This shouldn't be a thing, man. Even when it came to, and I know my case is way different, way less severe, but it took about 90 minutes for an officer to actually show up to the crib. I don't know how long it took for officers to finally show up, when it came to that, when it came to their situation. But that's unacceptable, bro. This is our money that's being spent to be paying for all of this shit, for the services to be this shit, yo. Holy shit.
Has offered her family support, except for the day of the crime.
I moved here for a better life, for a safe life, and I don't feel safe anymore. And I was thinking that maybe somebody calls me and asks me, do you need anything? Do you have any place to go?
Honestly, it pains me to hear this from Miriam. It's making my skin crawl, and I can't imagine what the daughters have gone through. And to be put on hold by 911, like, this is unacceptable. It's unacceptable that we don't have the resources for urgent 911 calls to answer them immediately. It's unacceptable that we continue to go soft on crime. These are the most heinous crimes. We cannot allow this to happen. There should be zero tolerance for this, and that's why I keep calling out that we need to have real change in this country.
He's more on the angle also about, stop being soft on crime, which we're working on. All right. I think Carney's trying to do something. Thank you to Anything But the Norm. She says here, or he says here, I don't know, he or she, right? This lady looks like a 304. That robbery looks very suspicious. I got you. And thank you for the donation right there. I don't want to agree, but I don't disagree. You feel me? You know them ones there? Like, I don't want to call her a 304, but like, I could see it being suspicious. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt because I'm sure her kids was traumatized and stuff like that. You feel me? The kids might not be in on this. They might not know. All right. And listen, again, it's like the whack-a-mole thing that I was saying in the beginning of the stream. All right. This is just my thoughts. It just went through the back of my mind. You sent a donation. I appreciate the donation. Right? But it's like whack-a-mole. She's going to pop up in my DMs like, no, I was traumatized. That really happened. Who you calling a 304? What does the 304 even mean anyway? Like, just saying, just reading the donation. And I had a little bit of the same thought in my mind. Okay. Just bees like that.
And this is another example, like, these criminals were not fazed whatsoever by the security cameras, the alarms, none of it. That's why you have to fortify your homes. That's why I partnered with Canada First to give Canadians options on how they can secure their homes and their families. This is also damaging our reputation internationally as the secure place to
partnered with Canada First Inc. Interesting. And salute to Canada First, obviously, right? Big salute to Puck Daddy, aka Joe Andajar, right? It's also kind of like a, maybe keep some of the, this post is kind of angled at like maybe slow down some of the immigration and we ain't gonna have these problems. Yes, and I agree to a degree, but I also, we got to do something more about our legal system too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are agreeing in the comments right here. Look at, oh, Canada. Disgusting. Our police are not protecting communities. Our services are terrible. Calling 911 and being put on hold for as long as a life or death situation is unacceptable. All right, Mayor Chow, do better. Yeah, that's more like a Mayor Chow thing than an immigration thing. Like, do better. All right, Chow, get on that. Get more operators out there helping with the 911 assistance. Right. They've been complaining for years about even getting mental health experts working alongside of the police force so that they can differentiate who's a mental health call, who's a criminal call, and then getting the right people to the right places in the quickest time possible. You might need to keep working on that because right now, like I showed you guys in my earlier clip, it took about a minute and change of being on hold, not me speaking to an agent, being on hold, just hearing like hold music. I'm thinking to myself, am I calling fucking Rogers or am I calling 911? I wasn't being home invaded, thank God. If that was the case, I'm off. I'm done. It's over. The crib that shorty had a big crib. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody got a whole big ass crib like that where it takes some time to get to certain people or have enough people in the crib to even call 911. So if you do even have a moment to call them, you need to have somebody answering immediately so that they can even hear while the shit is happening in the crib. That shit is unacceptable, yo. But yeah, man, salute to her. I don't know. That 304 thing kind of took me left a little bit for a second. Like, because now you've made my brain started thinking too much. The conspiratorial part of my brain started going off a little bit too much. So we'll leave that alone. I got one more story, and I think it's time to touch the road. Unless you guys have anything else. If there's any breaking news, let me do a double check here on Instagram and see if there's anything that's breaking. Nav had New York turned up last night with Playboy Cardi. Salute to Nav. There's a family feud. What's this? Hold on. Let me just pull this up. Let me show y'all something quickly. We have a family feud here? I did not know that. Let me check this out. Let's go back to the gram. Where is this? Toronto Rap Stars. Toronto Rap Stars. Toronto's First Lady, Michie Me, pops out on Family Feud. Thank you, Toronto's First Lady, Michie Me. Thank you. Give the title to the right person. Holy.
All right, Michie Me, you are the queen and godmother of Canadian hip hop right here, everybody.
Isn't that this the dude from the Mr. Deed show? They got a Family Feud over here. Damn, and he's the host. This is on CBC Gem. Interesting.
That is so cool. And how did this all start for you?
Battle rapping, and then just happened to get that first deal for a Canadian artist to an American label. And that's it. Started there.
But you're making it sound easy. That's still, to get an American deal as a Canadian anything is very hard.
You have to be witty and you have to be smart and just have fun and ride the beat.
And you have a song coming out, another song?
I have a song coming.
All right, Michie Me.
Yo, Michie, you need to pull up, yo. Holy. Family Feud Canada. Oh.
Name a famous Canadian you think is really funny.
Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber is funny, is he?
Yeah.
Tell me a quick Justin Bieber joke. Justin Bieber's funny. Show us Justin Bieber not up there.
So this is tune into CBC tonight at 7:30. So this will be on TV. Yeah, Gary D from the Mr. D show. Pause. Okay, salute to Michie Me. Okay, I just wanted to see that quick. I just wanted to make sure that there's nothing that's breaking news that needs to be addressed before we get into the last topic here. Two Toronto prostitutes go back and forth, discuss ratting, kidnap, and child protective services and STDs. Oh my God. Salute to Icy Springer. There's that thing. I'm not going to talk about the girl with the super crazy BBL. I'm just looking through my phone right now for people wondering what I'm doing here. I'm not going to address the whole thing with the crazy BBL girl that was talking about Drake. Like, that's like non-stories. Little Tekka came to Toronto, eh? Okay, yeah, there's nothing else. All right, so Doug Ford has allegedly been investing in strip clubs. Now, what we need to figure out from watching this is if he directly invested into it and knew that he was investing into somebody who had something to do with strip clubs in Toronto, or he just didn't know that's where the money was going. All right, so I'm going to play a video. Who's this guy's channel here? Frank Dominic. All right, salute to Frank Dominic. I found this video over here on a YouTube short, and I think there'll probably be a little bit more videos since I found this. Somebody say W Ford in the chat.
$1 million to a strip club. Now that I've given you the clickbait, let me explain first.
So let's bring this back a bit. So venue of $10 million skills development fund recipient partner licensed adult entertainment club. All right.
Or give $10 million.
$10 million skill development fund. That is crazy, bro.
Doug Ford gave $10 million to a strip club. Now that I've given you the clickbait, let me explain further. This guy owns a venue, he runs multiple businesses out of it, and he pays people all through the same account. He's been given $10 million from the Skills Development Fund by Doug Ford and the government. And this is in exchange for the Conservative Party spending tens of thousands of dollars on fundraising events at this venue. The owner insists that it is not a strip club, and calling it that is derogatory, but this is what it looks like. And under the same ownership, it used to be a nightclub that Rob Ford used to very frequently attend. And the owner got the $10 million for his hospitality companies that operate out of the same building, which is the Horticulture Building at Ontario Place. And this money was used to subsidize some of their training shifts at his events. And he insists that none of that money was used for his nightclub, which he calls an ultra club. And while he says he doesn't employ strippers, they give lap dances, and private rooms are offered at a fee of $400.
He doesn't employ strippers, but they still give lap dances. So who's giving the lap dances? Non-strippers? Wait a minute. I'm trying to add the 2 and 2. Gang, is there non-strippers who give lap dances? Am I missing something? I feel like I lived enough life to know that, like, know who those women are, like, or, you know, have a name for them. Who are the non-strippers who do lap dances? The bartenders are not doing lap dances. That's interesting.
And some of the women who work there also work at the Brass Rail. The business also has an adult entertainment club license, and the only other businesses in Toronto with that same license are all strip clubs. And this guy owns all of these companies. He is the sole director and beneficiary of all the companies that are involved here. And he has been shown to have been paying out his burlesque workers from his other companies. In 2022, the Ministry of Labor paid out $250,000 to his company, and the Conservative Party have spent tens of thousands of dollars running fundraising events at his organization. And since then, they have received $10 million in taxpayer funds from the Ministry of Labor. Oh, and Corey Tonight, who is very heavily involved in Doug Ford's campaigns, also had his wedding there. And Corey runs Rubicon Strategy, a lobbying firm, and many...
No. Say it again.
Companies that are involved here. And he has been shown to have been paying out his burlesque workers from his other companies. In 2022, the Ministry of Labor paid out $250,000 to his company.
Can we go back a little bit just to show you guys what this is? This is a venue of $10 million skill development fund. What kind of skill development fund are we talking about, fam?
Companies. In 2022, the Ministry of Labor Toronto with that same license are all strip clubs. And this guy owns all of these companies. He is the sole director and beneficiary of all the companies that are involved here. And he has been shown to have been paying out his burlesque workers from his other companies. In 2022, the Ministry of Labor paid out $250,000 to his company, and the Conservative Party have spent tens of thousands of dollars running fundraising events at his organization. And since then, they have received $10 million in taxpayer funds from the Ministry of Labor. Oh, and Corey Tonight, who is very heavily involved in Doug Ford's campaigns, also had his wedding there. And Corey runs Rubicon Strategy, a lobbying firm, and many of the companies that he lobbies for have gotten tens of millions of dollars from the Ford government, including the company at the center of this entire thing. Oh, and this guy also used to supply all of the alcohol for Ford Fest. Oh, and on top of that, this guy was also involved in the Ontario Place rebranding. The only way to get ahead in Ontario anymore is to be a friend of Doug Ford's, because then you can get away with whatever you want, and there's no consequences for it.
Damn. They're cooking for it. Woo! I gotta ask you guys, man. Did Dougie know? Did Doug know he invested in the trippy? Oh, damn, nigga. You got caught with your hand in the cookie jar, then, nigga. Hold on, let me find this other clip here. Because they, you know, they're on this nigga's neck now, bro. Let's finish this.
Except for getting tens of millions of dollars of taxpayer money. If you want to see me keep Doug Ford accountable, hit the like and follow button and share this with people who might be interested.
I'm usually rooting for you, Dougie, but whew, this don't look good.
Adult entertainment spaces / wedding venues Can't make this up.
A surprising exchange in Ontario's legislature today based on a new report about this club and the province's controversial $2.5 billion.
Hold on, Shiesty's bud said, Dougie just paying off what he owed? Yeah, eh? He probably is. You never know how many hands and how many pots this guy has his money into, and investments and wild debts that he might have to pay, gambling, gangsters, whatever, some of Rob's old drug dealer debts and shit like that. Like, you never know what's going on over there, bro. He might have to pay off the plug. Yo, sorry, I didn't get the money for the re-up for you, on the date that I was supposed to, bro. I got you, though. I got you. I got a $10 million fund about to invest. Take some of this taxpayers' money and put some money into.
Skills Development Fund.
The premier
report about this club and the province's controversial.
What's the club over here? Bay Ultra Club.
$2.5 billion Skills Development Fund.
Did the premier actually give $10 million of taxpayer money to the owners of a strip club?
The Minister of Labor.
No. To get from government money to this club is going to take a couple steps, so bear with us.
The first, records show the Labor Ministry gave about $9.8 million in grants to a numbered company with the same director as an agency called the Social Equality and Inclusion Center. That says it supports women re-entering the workforce and provides retraining to women who may need to enter a new line of work. That agency said it partnered with the Toronto Event Center and Grand Bazaar, run by Zlatko Starkovsky. He's operated an event venue out of the Horticultural Building on Toronto's exhibition grounds for at least a decade. In September this year, Starkovsky opened up FYE Ultra Club, which describes itself on social media as a nightclub for those where discretion is a must.
Oh, nigga. That's what you're doing, fam? Pull up. For those where discretion is a must. That's not the voice you got to say it in. For those where discretion is a must. Oh, man. What's this place called? The Ultra Club. For those where discretion is a must.
As a nightclub for those where discretion is a must. City staff licensed it as an adult entertainment club, a category often used for strip clubs.
So that's what the city staff licensed it as. I'm looking in the poll here. Did Dougie even know? I didn't know it was a scrippy. I thought it was something in exhibition place. Right? They don't have strip clubs in exhibition place. What are we talking about? We got a 50-50 split right here. Damn. I'm there rooting for you. Listen, doesn't mean I'm not rooting for you. It's just like with Drake. When you got a W, I call out the W's. But Dougie, this might be an L.
In a statement, Starkovsky said there are no strippers there, and no SDF funding has been used for any purpose related to FYE Ultra Club, including the training and compensation of any burlesque dancers, aerialists, or any performers involved in the new FYE Ultra Club project. While the Social Equality and Inclusion Center says it has not been and is not involved in the new FYE Ultra Club pilot entertainment project in any training and financial capacity. All of this as Labor Minister David...
Wow, talk about... I don't know. I didn't know about them. Strip club? What? Burlesque? What?
Piccini faces an Integrity Commissioner complaint over the Skills Development Fund, and he's facing his third week of resignation calls.
Every day we have more headlines. I don't understand. I have been asking myself why.
March Styles in the building. All right. Always under opposition. Get him. Get him, Merritt.
This Minister of Labor is still sitting in his seat, and why the Premier hasn't fired him.
That is 100% absolutely false. Just dig into it, do your due diligence, and you'll find that. It may sound real, good theatrics for the Liberals, but it's absolutely false. We're training over 700,000 people. Our goal is to hit 1 million people and give them an opportunity that they might otherwise not have.
Hoping the critics of the fund will move on.
I don't know. Yes, that will happen. Like what they said at the end of this news clip, the critics of the fund, like they will move on. Tomorrow they're going to be arguing about something else. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. That just seemed a little bit weird. That 11 million or 10 million dollars is getting invested into something where, you know, there's a little bit of lap dancing going on there. Lap dances with non-strippers. All right, whatever those are. Okay, y'all. Nobody told me in the comments yet who gives the lap dances who are not strippers. Can anybody help me out there before we get off of this topic here? Who are giving the lap dances? Who are these mysterious unicorn women that are not strippers, but they'll give you a lap dance anyway? Are they librarians? Are they bus drivers? I need to know. I'm still kind of baffled. The non-strippers, but you know, there's lap dances. They don't got no strippers in there, but you can get a lap dance. What? We say Dougie probably prefers black girls or Asian girls. He probably got a few rub and tugs around the city that he's invested in indirectly. And then, you know, if that ever comes out, oh, I didn't know I was invested in the rub and tug places. Old John Crow says they're invisible, right? Nobody can figure out who are these non-strippers that give lap dances. They're just these mysterious, mythical figures. Right? Curry goats, salute the curry goats. Franklin Frazier says, my ex-granny, stop this. Curry Goat says, laugh out loud. Doug Ford dropped $75 million on U.S. ads, undermining federal talks. Sorry, Randy's out here acting crazy. And Dimes $10 million to the scrippy. Facts. Yo, bro, we got a lot of money, bro. Because it's not like he's taking it out of pocket. He's taking it out of taxpayers' dollars. Like, we must be rich. That's all I'm thinking. I don't feel it. I don't feel it personally. I know you guys in the chat probably don't feel it, but we must be rich because they just could take all of our taxpayer dollars and buy mad shit, bro. $10 million over here. Oh, yeah, it might be a strip club, might not be. Oh, $45 million here for an ad that only runs in America. Bro, we must be rich. I'm sorry, bro. Like, our taxpayer dollars are just never ending. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get the memo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna go check my bank account tomorrow. If I'm up an extra, maybe an extra 1,000, maybe that will make sense. All right. They already, what happened to the $200 carbon fund checks? That should stop real quick, right? I idiot thing. But anyhow, I think I'm done talking for today. I've done enough talking. Tomorrow is Saturday. So yes, we are going to be dropping the documentary, RIP to Mr. Q, full documentary, dropping tomorrow, 6 p.m. premiere. All right. And then we'll be back on Monday, new episode of the podcast, episode 631. All right. But until then, we are off of this. Deuces.